right back, Charlie. Definitely.
Are we live? Of course we're live. It's not even making me look all sexy. You can see it in HD now. People, Deluded, I'm back again. Big up you lot on Twitch. Big up you lot on YouTube. Smash the like button. Get your thoughts. We had a fantastic live stream yesterday where we obviously watched the football between Crystal Palace and Aston Villa. We spoke about football. We somehow started talking about politics and life, etc., etc. And that's what I love about my community. You know, I hope you all had a great week last week. Hope the week coming is fantastic for you. Definitely where Arsenal are concerned against Paris Saint-Germain. And I hope you're all having a great weekend, man, and appreciative to having you lot tuned in. Now we have Nottingham Forest against Manchester City. I don't have a dog in this race per se. I don't necessarily care who wins the FA Cup. I'm just sour that Arsenal are not in it. This is our trophy, and it's a bittersweet one where Arsenal are concerned. Obviously, Liverpool are about to. I hope they smash in Spurs. They're about to win the Premier League. That's probably been, of the four competitions, the ones we've been the worst in. Champions League, we're in the semi-finals. Not that that's a trophy, but we're there. The League Cup, we probably could have, you know, if we put our best foot forward. I'm not saying Newcastle still wouldn't beat us because Eddie Howe's had our number, but we didn't give it our best shot. So, yeah, in the FA Cup, like, bro, it was stupid. The way we went out against United, that can happen in the Cup. Anytime it goes to penalties, it's the luck of the draw, innit? It is what it is, but it shouldn't have got there. It was courageous from Manchester United. Sorry, it's dead. Now, I would prefer a Nottingham Forest Crystal Palace final. I think it'd be nice to see another team win it. It'd be nice, like, Nottingham Forest would probably fancy Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace would probably fancy Nottingham Forest. And for Crystal Palace, you know, I think they've been to 2-3 finals in the FA Cup in my lifetime and they've lost. So as much as I probably sound like a spoiled Arsenal fan, it raises in question a lot of stuff. For Manchester City, we all know people. If Liverpool, sorry, not even Liverpool. Liverpool could say it because they got a new manager, what I'm about to say. But you look at Newcastle, probably more so Spurs or United win the Europa, where Manchester City in the FA Cup's concerned. We know the goalposts are going to move with our football club. It's like, oh, even these teams in their worst seasons, they're still winning trophies. That can definitely not apply to Spurs because if Spurs go and win something, when was the last time that happened? But yeah, man, we got 7 minutes until kickoff. Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to smash the like button. Let's run through the lineups. Big up you lot commenting and whatnot. For Forest, you've got Sales, Abbott. That must be a young G. Did you play for Chelsea at one point? Zach Abbott. No, you didn't. 18 years of age. Where you been? I ain't seen you before. Well, we're going to learn a lot about you. You've played for England all the way up until under-19s level. So, yeah, what an opportunity it is for this young man who's turning, well, next month. He's born on the same day as me, but a month later. Big up you being born on the 13th. And you're a fullback. Okay, you're one of the best fullbacks in the league now. You got a friend in me. Murillo, who's still linked with Arsenal, and Milinkovic, the centre-half partnerships. Tolofo, I think he was at Norwich, and Anderson, Danilo, Dominguez, Morgan Gibbs-White, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and Chris Wood. For Manchester City, you've got O'Reilly at left-back, who's doing quite well. Ortega's in goal. Diaz and Guardiola centre-half. Is it just me or is it a bit weird seeing Guardiola play as a centre-half rather than the left-back? What's even weirder is probably Nunes playing right-back. And what's actually weirder is actually seeing him have a good go at it. You've got Kovacic, Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis is a fullback, but he's always spoken about, I think I'm a midfielder, I could be at 8, all this kind of stuff. And arguably, you should be at fullback, and someone like O'Reilly or Nunes should be in the middle of the park. So it'll be interesting. But you've got Rico Lewis, Kovacic, Bernardo Silva, Savio, Grealish, and Marmoush. What a signing Marmoush is, man. Arsenal, man, that was an attainable one. Imagine if we had Saka, Marmoush, you get Gyökeres this summer, sorry. You got Martinelli, maybe a Nico Williams. We're laughing, but yeah, that's the lineups, people. You can see the benches of both sides. Obviously, I guess the bookie's favourite undoubtedly is going to be Manchester City. Let's make sure we got the right channel on. What is this on ITV? Fair enough. It feels weird because in my childhood, all I used to do is watch football on ITV, especially the Champions League. I can't say unless England are playing or it's like FA Cup. You don't really see matches on the BBC or ITV again. It's all Sky and the rest of it and dodgy streams, but. So big day for both teams. End of the day, you're 90 minutes excluded, added on time added on time and penalties to be in an FA Cup final. I can't lie. I think they should My unpopular opinion is scrapping extra time, straight penalties, if I'm honest with you. Big up Gent next door. Come on, Forest. I wish Forest, but now it would be Filthy City. Big up yourself. Shane, one love, my guy. Blue Moon to win. I mean, the bookie's favourite is probably going to be Manchester City, innit? You can't really look past them, but stranger things have happened in football. Stranger things have happened in this very competition. You know, the FA Cup. I've seen Wigan win it. I've seen Leicester pull off an upset. I wouldn't exaggerate a bit, but you know, when we beat Arsenal, we've been to the final a couple of times, and the latest one would have probably been, what was it? Mertesacker, Monreal holding back three. Didn't necessarily think we was going to do it, and we saw what happened. Maybe you could force it and say the only trophy Mikel Arteta has won at Arsenal in the FA Cup, or you could say 1 of 3 if you include the English Super Cup. How good must it be to be out at Wembley? You can only see a section of seats not being sold, literally. But other than that, the whole ground is packed up, man. And Forest, you know, if they get Champions League and an FA Cup, they're laughing. Manchester City, arguably, that would be a good season for them in what's been an anomaly. Apparently, Nottingham Forest have beaten Man City 1-0 in the Premier League this season. Last beating them twice in the same campaign in 1989-1990, before my time. 2 times 2 in the league, 1 full Members' Cup. I've never heard of the full Members' Cup. Manchester City have lost 4 of their last 5 FA Cup meetings with Nottingham Forest. I could tell you about losing to Forest in the FA Cup. They used to have our number. Most recently, a 3-0 loss in the third round tie in 08-09. This is Nottingham Forest's first FA Cup semi-final appearance since 1990-91 under Brian Clough. What a legendary manager he is, people. RIP. Beating West Ham 4-0 at Villa Park before eventually losing to Spurs in the final. Damn. Losing to Spurs in the final. That's crazy. This is Manchester City's 7th consecutive appearance in the FA Cup semi-final, winning 3 and losing 3 of the previous 6. They've won the last 2 and are looking to reach the final in 3 consecutive years for the first time. Did they not beat Man United when they won the treble? Then they lost an FA Cup final to Man United. So, yeah, this will be just Nottingham Forest's second match at Wembley Stadium since its reopening in 07, previously beating Huddersfield 1-0 in the 2022 Championship Playoff final. Meanwhile, this will be Manchester City's 28th game at the new Wembley, with only Chelsea playing there more often. We'll have to see. Nuno names 18-year-old Abbott in Nottingham Forest's starting lineup for just the second time this season and the first since September. Due to the absences at the back, Ola Anya is still injured, while Nico Williams joins captain and key midfielder Ryan Yates. Oh, wow. Ryan Yates finally, them tactical fouls have caught up to him in serving a 1-match ban. Hudson-Odoi replaces Elanga in 1 further change to the 11. I mean, I'm no Nottingham Forest religious watcher, but why is Elanga on the bench? To be fair, you know, it could be a long 90 minutes of football. So we'll have to see, people. But yeah, you can see the lineups there if you want. And there we have it. Oslo Gooner, big up yourself. Big up DJ in the chat for us for the win today. It'd be nice. I can't see it, though. I'll be brutally honest. I can't see it. I can't. Pardon me. I might be blind, so don't take my word for it. But I just can't see it, man. Like, this is the only realistic. This is the only bit of silverware that these lot can claim in it. And I'm sure Pep Guardiola would want to get that. I'm sure the players would want to. At the end of the day, I do think football fans get a bit superficial, where mainly, especially the top 6 fans, like we'd all want to, like every club part of the traditional top 6 and Spurs and United for this season. Everyone wants to win the Prem and the champs, and everyone wants to win everything. But if you were to ask, it would be Prem and champs, right? You got to remember, for these players, trophies are not a guarantee as a footballer. You think about how many seasons these lot play in the league and what teams they play for, and obviously the cup competitions. There's no guarantee. You look, there's probably a lot of footballers that, and I'm not dissing them, but they start their career at 18, they get to 35. They haven't necessarily won a trophy or played in semi-finals or played at Wembley. So I think once you get here and you can see the fans and how crazy it is and whatnot, you obviously want to get over the line. You know, Nottingham Forest and Manchester City fans, I'm sure the thousands of Nottingham Forest fans and maybe the 10 Manchester City fans that are out, that actually live in Manchester, made this route here. You'd imagine Manchester City have a heavy London support, you know, after basically building their foundations on Arsenal Football Club with the Adebayors, the Kolo Torres, the Nasris, etc., etc. A lot of our fans jump ship. I have to throw shade. The beef is never dead. Come get your points back, man. You're lucky, you know, you're lucky that we didn't beat you at the Etihad. We had 10 men. But my centre half said, wait till you come to the Emirates, and you got beat up by the youngest. Remember, there was no Saka. Wanyeri and Lewis Kelly did them. And I'm here for it. Long may it continue, man. A man said, bless Sunday, folks. Just checking in, DG, up the Reds times 20. Bro, you need to chat shit to the United fans about the 20. Yeah, big up you lot. You got more than us, but no one ain't done Invincibles again in my lifetime. The German thing don't count. Like Leverkusen doesn't count. I ain't seen that. No one ain't done what we've done. I've seen City do the treble thing. I'm seeing you lot get 20. Man United's legacy is crumbling. I'm just trying to fish here, people. How you doing? Haterade, appreciate you. Haterade, apologies. Or is it haterade? I don't know, man. Forgive me. Appreciate you. Everybody asks about football. No one asks how the lads doing, man. I appreciate you, man. I'm good, man. I'm good, man. Brother, I'm not trying to ish to you. Relax, fam. I hear it, man. Marcel, you can't blame us, man. You're a crackhead, as I keep saying, but you're our crackhead, man. Like, surprised you're not drunk, mate, brother. You lot are about to go and win a trophy. Well, to be fair, you lot have won the league in September, where you actually did, like September, November for a while. So it's probably an anti-climax. You lot will be happy, but the celebrations are a bit muted. But you should be drunk, mate. You should be off your rocker, man. You should be. Well, you live in America. I don't know how it works, but one thing I'm kind of jealous of in America is it seems like you lot have a lot of like specialist pubs and like clubs and fan clubs, like Liverpool fans that all live in New York. There's a central hub. Arsenal the same. So yeah, go find one of them, get licked, man. Because it's over next season. The real work starts for Slot. I have to be sour, man. Now vex I am. 3 years, I think my team's been half decent. We ain't got it over the line. But it's all gonna be calm though, because come the end of May, you know what we're doing, innit? You know what we're doing. It starts Tuesday. But yeah, let's focus on this game. Jack Grealish plucks it out of the ground. Kovacic. I still maintain, big up Kai Havertz, but I still maintain in the summer we bought Kai Havertz. I think we should have got Kovacic. But then again, some of the fouls he gets away with, Arsenal tax would never see play. Jack Grealish, who's rumoured to be leaving. There's a lot of Manchester, obviously, because of the players have been around for a while, there's a lot of moving parts. It's easy to link players with moves, but based on reports, Bernardo Silva's been told he can leave. Kevin De Bruyne is obviously leaving. Kovacic apparently is up for sale. Both goalies in Ortega and Edison. Grealish, it's easier said than done. I wonder if Grealish goes back to Villa. It just screams Spurs. It just screams Spurs, man. Shout out yourself, man. Jerome, big up yourself, man. Appreciate you, man. One love. Well, go on, DG. Do you think it's the right time to marry Miss? To marry Miss is stressing me out, man. It's still a 25-year-old child. One thing I've learned in this 30 years, and women forgive me, big up the galley. We love you lot. We can't live with you lot, and we damn well can't live without you. There's stress. You just got to find. Just make sure you find. What I've realized is when you get with a girl romantically, just make sure she's beautiful to you. Like she's the most beautiful thing in the world. Because when when women make you angry and you just have at the back of your head, at least you can say she's beautiful. They're all gonna show. Oh, it's 1-0 already. Rico Lewis already. Blink and you miss it. I don't last this long in other examples in life. I'm so silly, but ignore me. And this is why I'm not jealous of football managers, because they probably spend all weeks, all day planning on shit, how to start the game out the window for Nuno and for these lot. And the thing is, Nottingham Forest statistically are probably one of the best defensive teams in the Premier League. They're going to have to attack now. It's game on though. As a famous YouTuber likes to say, 0-0 boys. Rico Lewis with an important goal. Let's see the build up to that. That was poor defending. Kovacic, the guy was gassing. He's giving it to Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis's first touch has set him. He's bought a lottery ticket and he's won the raffle, innit? Good finish. This ain't muted. I knew I could hear something. Sorry, people, if you could hear background noise. I knew my TV was faint. Crazy. But yeah, 1-0. Game on. I don't want extra time as well, man. This ain't one of them extra time games. I need dodgy penalties. I need a lot of nonsense in this kind of game, people. Spare a thought for Nottingham Forest fans, man. People probably just got their hot chocolate and sat down. Oh, here they go, showing Gallagher and whatnot. City fans are unbearable. The ones that actually support City, to be fair to you. But yeah, when it comes to women, it depends, man. Like, can you see yourself living with her for the rest of your life? Do you want her to be the mother of your kids? How long you've been together? And all women are stressed, bro. Like, there's not a single woman in this world that's not stressed. Even the low maintenance ones. But yeah, man. She got friends. I'm about bringing a Langer. He's going to have to get warm. Forest not built for these heights. I heard that. Oh, whoa. You're moving mad, B. You're moving mad. I'm about to be off my rocker. Hence why I said I'm just passing through it. Celebration, man. I'm getting lit. Get lit. Drink responsibly, man. We're probably not going to see him for like a year now. Guardiola. O'Reilly. And that's the thing with Forest. We know what they do. They're very good off the ball, deep block, low blocks, compact, hit you on the counter attack. And there will be opportunities for that. That's just how Pep Guardiola sets up. It's a City have a high line. They leave a lot of space because they want to be a proactive side. Now, whether Nottingham Forest can harm them, they're going to have to lean on the likes of Hudson-Odoi. Obviously, Chris Wood to put the ball in the back of the net. But yeah, it's far from done. But it's 1-0 to Manchester City, folks. Early doors. And we could see another goal here. Salvio. tries to square it. Murillo closes it down well. I'd love Murillo at Arsenal. The problem is, in this day and age, that's 70 million. There's a lot of players outside the traditional top six I would love at Arsenal Football Club, but they're going to cost an arm and a leg. Crystal Palace's Wharton, Eze, but Newcastle's a big club to me, but, the Isaacs, the Gamares, the Tenalis. Did I say Wharton? I hope I did. To be fair, I wonder if a couple of clubs must be looking at Alanga and Hudson-Odoi. I wonder if Chelsea and Man United are considering re-signing them. And the list goes on. There's Bear at Bournemouth as well. So, yeah. Would have been funny if we lost the Palace and took the shine off winning today, not going to lie. Should have won, man. If you know, you know, guys. Hope all London clubs win the trophy except Spursy. If it's not Arsenal, I don't care, man. Big up Palace, but I ain't got no problem with Palace. I definitely don't want Chelsea to win stuff, but they're clearly going to win the Conference League. I hope they don't. I actually think it's very possible Spurs win the Europa. Surely they beat Bodo Glimt. Now, I hope Spurs fail in true Spurs fashion, but they've got to be happy with that. Then again, Bodo Glimt did do well on penalties against Lazio, and it's always the ones you're not really rating. All my hopes are with Bilbao. Of course, if it comes to it, I'd rather United win the Europa League than Spurs. I'd rather the United fans do their crap about, even in our worst season, we still win trophies. Oh my God. Than Spurs. Imagine that. Imagine that. I think the only time I've ever been scared watching a football game unrelated to my club is actually Liverpool against Spurs in the Champions League final. So yeah, big up Liverpool for preventing the inevitable, especially because I'm sure Spurs just moved to the new stadium. Diaz, Salvio, poor touch from the Brazilian midfielder, or better yet, winger. Diaz, is he still one of the best defenders in the world / the Prem? Jack Grealish is very compact. You can see that the attacking players of City, they're having to drop very deep. You can see Bernardo Silva there. You can see Grealish. They're going to have to be patient, man. And at some point, Nottingham Forest, not so much now, it's 6 minutes into the game, but they're going to have to take the game, quote unquote, to Manchester City. They're losing. They're out at this moment. Rico Lewis, the goal scorer. Nunes is in acres of space. No clue why he didn't get the ball. It's almost pedestrian pace. Palace deserves some joy, DG. They're perpetually 12th in the league. That's so dead. I hear you, but I ain't got no heart for no one. Big them up, but I only care about Arsenal. I deserve the Champions League. I deserve another Prem. No one in this world cares for us as Arsenal fans. Fuck everyone. He's up to Freezer. Fuck everyone. But I am a fan of the game first, club second. So, yeah, it would be nice for Palace, especially because they've got to a couple finals in the FA Cup and they've lost. Salvio. Can't believe people were saying he's better than Saka. Perez, you're my guy. You're my legend. But if I separate the player that I grew up watching play football to the pundit, Perez, you had the shocker with that Doku thing, you know. Doku better than Saka. You had a mare with that. I don't know what position. You might have been drunk, man. I hear French wine's good. I think United will win, but don't sleep on Bodo Glimt. They got ballers, brother. I hope Bodo Glimt do the mad thing. It would be written in the script. Underdog. No one don't really know none of their players. They do a madness. I hope so. I just think Spurs are going to put the tie to bed in the first leg, if I'm completely honest. And to be fair, fuck Spurs, but Postecoglou, do you know how wavy it is? If he wins a trophy, remember he said, if I normally win trophies in my second year, if you do that, fair play, lad. Like, fair effing play, mate. If you talk, like when Arsene Wenger said we can go and... What the hell? Why is another YouTube video playing? But as I was saying, like when Wenger said we can go invincible and he got slated for it, and then look what happened. We was linked with this Danilo guy. He ain't pulling up no trees at Forest. He might be meaty. You're not the truth. I don't know what Bernardo Silva, the scumbag that he is, appealing for a penalty where it clearly hit on his chest. Clearly, evidently hit his chest. Bernardo Silva is... I loved you as a footballer. You can see videos on my channel way before City. He went City. I wanted him at Arsenal, but I'd love to do a charity boxing match with you, man, because you talk way too much. Diaz, Nunes. I mean, one thing I like Chris Wood. I think he's a good player, but realistically, him leading the press, Manchester City are not going to be worried about that. You could probably take another touch. Running bare fast is not his strong point. Oh, what happened there? Crazy. Man United can paper over dead league performances with trophies the past 3 years. Fair play. It's true, man. Big up yourself, Nathan. Hope you're well and safe, man. Bodo Glimt got that Norwegian cold flair. Spurs ain't ready to come to the Arctic Circle. I hope so. I hope they freeze. And to be fair, sometimes being an underdog can give you an advantage because nobody sees you coming. I do think Nottingham Forest have to talk there. You know, I'm not getting at Murillo there. He has to clear, but they're making a mess of this. The back line on occasion looks a bit nervy. I'm yet to see any blue shirts, really. It's just a sea of red off the field. Corner kick. Man, see, that's a ball, you know. Sells claps at it. To be fair to him, he had to. Salvio, show us some Brazilian stuff then. 2026 World Cup, Brazil's winning. Remember, you heard it here first. You lot love hyping Morgan Gibbs White. Let's see. He's a baller though. I'm having him in my Arsenal, but some of you guys see him. I need to see something. Elliot Anderson. To be fair, if he wins a trophy at Forest, he ain't missed much at Newcastle. Murillo helps it on to the captain Morgan Gibbs White. Hodson Odoi. I was just about to say first passage of play from Nottingham Forest, but Danilo's had his pocket picked. Fortunately for him, it's here with Grealish. Oh, my Mamouche is where it can get technical. Mamouche shapes the cross, finds Grealish. Grealish. Don't know if he got fouled, but City still have the ball in the edge of Forest's area. Mamouche, deflection, poor header. Yeah, Forest. You need to wake up, man. 10 minutes in, you might concede. Solanke, great header. Liverpool losing. Dead that, man. I mean, it's written in the script. He would bag against his old club, innit? I ended 1-1 between Bournemouth and United. Raw. Højlund scored. Shit, guy finally scored. It's 1-0 to Spurs. Solanke in the 12th minute. James Maddison swings in a high corner, which ex-Liverpool striker Solanke gets to first before heading it to the far post. Okay. Game's not done yet. And it doesn't mean anything. Spurs are in the lead. It don't mean nothing in the grand scheme of things, isolated to the 90 minutes because they could still lose. And also, it just rolls over to next week, innit? Liverpool are going to win it. If it stays like that, though, statistically, do Arsenal still have a mathematic chance of winning the league? I'm not saying that, but I almost felt it's like regardless. It's going to happen, man. Like, it's going to happen either this week, next week, whenever. Mamouche, horrible. After I was gassing you, horrible free kick. Hodson Odoi, how long for you lose it? Fair enough. Danilo needs to come off the pitch, man. This guy is not ready right now. Not in the Forest. He's second best to everything. He's overhitting and underhitting passes, getting caught on the ball. He's going to let you down. As a neutral, City are boring, man. I can fall asleep. Guardiola, Kovacic, Grealish, O'Reilly. Oh, really? City should be doing a lot better. Spurs scores. I need less than 7 corners in the game and Man City to win. Morgan Gibbs White is def overrated. Murillo, though, very good. Not unless they change the rules and draws start getting 3 points. Even Forest fans don't rate him like rivals who don't watch him week in, week out. Credit to Nuno for what he's done at Forest. Apparently not good enough for Spurs. Always rated him at Wolves. Decent coach, in my opinion. He is. Now, for us, we haven't seen anything from Nottingham Forest's attackers. It's just Manchester City. All in Forest's half. Did you not watch El Clasico? Look, it was a good game, innit? Did you not watch the fight? Shout out to both Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr., man. Serious fight. Probably one of the best boxing matches I've seen in recent years. And shout out to Eubank because he had all the issues around hydration and that. And shout out to Conor Ben because you're fighting someone bigger than you as well. As the fight went on, I think that's what changed it. Because Eubank Jr. just had to punch, lean, ropes, lean, just use his size, lean. He ate a couple punches. Shout out, it was a good fight, man. Did both your dads proud? It's just the same about my man. My man that came out with the Arsenal staff and the North London forever. He got a bit shout out Vidal Riley. I like him. But yeah, when it comes to Arsenal Spurs, I'm cheering on Arsenal. Shout out Declan Rice because he's comfy on and off the field at Spurs' ground. Elliot Anderson, Morgan Gibbs White. Or the young fullback, bro, you got to be brave, bro. Don't get shook. You need to make that, bro, you're too narrow. Maybe the gaffers told you to do that, but bro, there's space for you, you know. You need to make Marmouche or one of them players follow you same way. Pardon me. Marcel keeping his head low until the equalizer comes. You know him. Shameless, brother. Shameless. Smash the like button, people. You lot are moving dead, man. Where's the comments? What's wrong with you lot? Where's everyone that was part of the live stream yesterday, man? They're eclipsing you lot. If you was part of both, then you're excused. Oh, Inter Milan's form's taking a bit of a dip going into the Champions League game against Barca, who have a coach in Hansi Flick. I don't think he's lost the final. Obviously, PSG lost at the weekend. I thought Hudson-Odoi was fouled there. Morgan Gibbs White, don't know what he was trying there. And here we are with Manchester City's Jack Grealish and Man City in possession. He wants you to foul him. Done well to find Marmoush. Marmoush up against the young Abbott fullback. Be strong. Marmoush. Jack Grealish. Back to Marmoush. Is he going to go for goal? Entitled to shoot. Got the quality, but that was horrible. Absolutely horrible. You see Anthony Yard entrance with the grime savior scenes. Yeah, Chipmunk thing, yeah. What's your thoughts on Rudiger, the character? One of them, you love him if he plays for you or if he's a teammate. But then you think he's a fucking mad cunt, right? Pardon my language. Doing way too much. He put in a Spartan performance. Like his body was on the line. Do you know how much your head, do you know how rattled you have to be to take off them ice packs and throw it? It's stupid. Yeah, I understand things get done in the heat of the moment, but they're going to make an advantage of you. You're done. Wouldn't surprise me if you get a 10, 11, 12 game ban, especially going into the game. There was a lot around the referee who was managing, ref in the El Clasico. He was reduced to tears in the press conference. He spoke on how his son is getting bullied in school because the kids are saying your dad's a cheat and all that kind of stuff. There's some, I don't know if the Rudiger one's a penalty. It just looks scandalous. Danilo. Hudson-Odoi will give chase, but that was a poor ball from Forest. Guardiola. O'Reilly. Kovacic. Oh, they tell you never play across your goal line. Kovacic has, proved that might be wrong, and he sent Matthias Nunes on his way. Nunes, not enough supporting acts from City. So he simply waits for reinforcements, in which he has in Bernardo Silva. Not the best of passes from Silva, but Kovacic keeps it ticking. Diaz equalized. Well, that lasted long, Spurs. See? Was it been disallowed? Diaz has the ball in the net, but the flag is up. No goal. VAR checking though. Szoboszlai runs onto the ball down the right and crosses for Diaz, but I don't think there's any offside there. I think this is a goal. Semi-automated offside. Tech is an important operation right now. It's giving us 1-1. Come on, Liverpool. Fuck. Spurs. O'Reilly. Surely gets a new deal. Wanted by Chelsea, apparently. But yeah, Rudiger just a mad idiot. Like, just stupidity. And it's a gimmick that it kind of pees me off that it's allowed to run in football. Like, does too much, man. Like, you all saw him step on Miles Lewis. He does too much. I do like players with that kind of like dark side on the field, if that makes sense. Forest had just been eaten alive. As soon as they win the ball back, there's a sea of blue shirts. So you have the lead, knocking the ball around well. It's on brand with what we expect from Manchester City. Murillo clears. This game's going to put me to sleep. I can already feel it. Not the best of games. Yeah, Eubank and Ben, that fight was a full-on war in that ring. Credit to them. I'm no boxing expert, but I think Conor Ben was too Charles in the early rounds. Like even in the ring, like he's there. Like before the fight's kicked off, he's doing all of this. I like it, but probably needs to be a little less hot-headed. But he done himself proud, man. What, he ain't been in the ring for like a year or just over a year. He done himself proud, man. I can't lie to you. Everyone done themselves proud. I'd love to see a rematch. Now the rematch probably isn't going to live up to the first one. When does it ever? Still waiting on Dillian White, Anthony Joshua. That's the only time I've seen Anthony Joshua, the real Anthony Joshua, if I'm honest. Like, only time you've actually fought someone where obviously you want to win, you want to mash up the person and whatnot. But that is the only Dillian White versus AJ is the only time I've seen AJ look like he actually, I want to use my words wisely, but he wants to take his head off or kill him or such. Other than that, it's a bit too professionally for my liking. Who doesn't look a good old tear up, man? And we all know boxing, but in my 30 years, boxing is probably in the worst state it's been, really. It's definitely the heavyweight division. Definitely the heavyweight division without a doubt. Probably should have watched Liverpool, innit? Wonder what's going on there. Sagner said William Saliba is Arsenal's most important player. Fair play. It's weird seeing Marino in a Newcastle shirt. City are breaking, but they're just not getting over the line, man. Like they're just taking a foot off the gas a bit. I don't think Morgan Gibbs White can appeal for a foul there again. We've seen nothing. Ortega's had nothing to do. Has Ortega even touched the ball? Serious question. It's horrible. It's a dead game of footy. Anderson. Who's he played it to? Morgan Gibbs White, who has a I actually thought that was a promising move. What do I know? Jack Grealish's pocket's been picked by Morgan Gibbs White. He's onside. Anderson clamped City. The offside flag stayed down anyways. Clamped. Credit to City. Clamped him. Absolutely clamped him. Ben just doesn't have the power to really hurt Eubank, but did great jumping up 2 weights to give Eubank award. This Foxy said it there. You ain't got the power, and obviously Eubank isn't the biggest, but when you're fighting someone like Ben, you see that he might as well be a heavyweight, in it. Like he said, he ain't got the power. There was a couple bangs though he gave him. Like I don't really care who won, but I more gravitate towards Chris Eubank. I wanted him to win. But there was a couple punches he got, especially like round 4 or 5. I was like, oh, you know what? Ooh. Like I think he either hit him in his nose or hit him above his eye, and there was a cut. I was like, oh, what's going on there? But like you said, the power. I think the fight in many ways didn't go how we all thought, but did, and what we all would have known that if it did go down, if it did go to the the duration and the again, it's essentially the scorecards, Eubank would have probably won it. Like if you were a Conor Ben fan, you're probably looking at anything from round 1 to 4. Like he's got to get him out of there. I think he boxed smart, but then I think he was kind of too emotional, if I'm honest with you. And then, yeah, like you said, you ain't got the power on the best of days in the early rounds. So when everyone's getting tired, there was a stage, I'd say the last 2 rounds, if that to me felt like it could go either way. Good spectacle, man. Worth the money for anyone that went and watched the boxing fight. Obviously, it's never nice to lose, but I don't think neither man left with, like, you can't mock either one. And big up to Chris Eubank Senior, really. He's always going to be there with his son, but yeah, Rastafari. The only fight I've seen at the top of the ground all season was Eubank versus Conor Ben. Amen. Smash the likes, peeps. Push the algorithm. Both fighters nowhere near elite. UK boxing a bit dead at the moment in terms of pound for pound level fighters. 1,000,000%, bro. Boxing's in the bin. Like it's in the bin. And both, come on, let's be honest, they're rubby, man. They're rubby. Like they're rubby. I like Chris Eubank Jr., but what are you, like 35 now? You got a good last name in it, really. Conor Ben. I admire Conor Ben because he's unfighting anyone, but especially, boxing as a whole is dead, but especially the United Kingdom, it's horrible, bro. Like my favorite boxer, my favorite English boxer, away from the obvious, it's Ricky Hatton, Long ball forward. Milinkovic gets his head to it. Chris Wood gets his head to it. Back here with City. Free kick, in fact. Spursy being Spursy. What a finish by McAllister. That lasted long, any Tottenham revival. Everywhere they go. Well, that turned around quickly. Congratulations to Liverpool. What the hell is this? Murillo to take this. Murillo, man. Trust me. Come time for Arsenal. It seems like that game is the game we should be watching, man. I just thought there was more stakes. In fact, I left this to a vote. Could we see an equalizer? No. Offside flag. Hello.
Are you going to win the league?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Tottenham get battered. Everywhere they go. Why have you lot got a humiliation fetish?
Are you going to
Are you gonna win, bro? You support Spurs. What are you gonna win anything this season? Can I just ask you a question? No, you don't. No, you don't. You're playing little man teams like Boulder Glint. We smacked Real Madrid, mate. Brother, why are you bragging for a second year in a row? Bro, that's all right. Like, my whole 30 years, I've got more trophies. I've seen my team win the league at your ground with your former player. I've won many FA Cups. Your broken clock can be right twice a day. Tottenham and trophies is like a virgin being handed a condom. You don't know what the hell you're doing with it, mate. Like, why are you so happy for a second year in a row, yeah, to be happy to lose? So you lot are happy to lie down on your backs like skets, put your legs in the air and say, fuck me, Liverpool, like how City did. That's what you're bragging about. You dirty slapper. You dirty slapper. Do you think you're winning Europa League?
We should, man.
No, don't do that. Do you think you're winning it?
No, impossible. Hell no.
Why? He normally wins things in his second year. He's a winner. Spurs aren't. That's what you need.
You watched the performance against Liverpool.
I just heard 6-7. I'm watching.
Madison trying to play out of defense. Why would we just get rid of the ball?
Well, Madison got caught in possession. Yes, Madders. Do you still think he's better than Odegaard?
No.
Okay. You still talking about Ndogi, best left back in the league?
Who's yours?
But all our left backs are better than yours, bro.
Nah, man.
Timber, if he goes left back, better than anything. Miles Lewis Skelly's better. He's not better than Tierney, bro. We all are to Calafiori. So we're Artig's wavy. You seen what Pep's doing? Artig's wavy. Is Romero and Van der... Bro, we've already won stuff, bro. Winners are guys that get out of bed and keep trying. Like, what are you talking about? Are you still gassing up Romero and Van der Ven? No, he's not can go. Hey, do you remember when you told me Mickey Mouse, Mikey Moore was levels with Wanyeri?
He's got more goals since the season.
Bro, has he scored against City? Well, we can all play against SC Dons. Mickey Mouse plays Baller League. We can play against them. Nobody's and score goals. You lot are playing Dane Scarlett. Bro, is he better than him?
Currently, stats.
Yeah, that's tired, man. Like somebody in my comments said, the only fight shown with Spurs was the fight yesterday. You didn't watch Chris Eubank, Jr.? Oh, O'Reilly almost did a madness. I told you Conor Ben is gonna get moved to. You didn't want to listen.
What do you mean? Of course he was.
Bro, you don't even like boxing. You don't even like boxing, bro. You've been a non-confrontational guy, man. Used to get bullied and that in school. That man there. Used to get bullied on the roads. It's calm though, man. It's calm though. And then moved out the ends. It's calm though, man. You're still my guy. Anytime you're in Tottenham, shout me, man. I'll get the drillers to look after you, man. Don't watch nothing. Palmer's green. Are you active, Leo?
No, man. I'm in Wales.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
In Wales, man.
What you did? What's in Wales?
That's a waterfall.
What?
I don't know, but Wales, I don't even know how they...
So you went to go see a waterfall?
No, I'm in Wales, man.
You saying you part of the all-inclusive thing now, yeah? Big up you, man. But I gotta take a look at waterfalls and that. What is brother? The only waterfalls we want to look for is making girl panties wet, bro. We don't know. I don't know what you're doing. You're moist. This guy's trying to get new life experiences. Look at this guy. You think you're growing in it because you're seeing the world. He's saying it's a big world out there. Is there any black folk?
A couple, man. Yes. Heard about tokens.
Has there been any Red Zimmo?
Nah. Yeah, he's get the looks, you know.
Jones?
The tones of voice.
Is there any Jones? Because I know you went to the most remote place.
Yeah, they was here, to be honest.
What the Jones like that, like Bannings, Lighties? Not the, can't talk too tough, but not and at the end of League One scoring, we can all do that.
Yeah,
how long you there for?
I'm flying back late now, man.
Flying?
Yeah, but no, driving, man.
Who you with?
No one, man. Don't worry.
Oh, you with the missus? Wait, you never went by yourself. You actually go by yourself?
Don't worry, man.
Oh, you were the side thing. I hear it. I hear it. We're not half your thing. Well, my loudspeaker. Excuse me, miss. Hi. Where's your bretches? Is it running? Hi. Sweetening. Why you not smiling? Yeah. The legendary words. Hey, I go do your Wells thing, man. But if I am on loudspeaker, Brandon's, you know the vibes already. I'm a YouTube, 66K subs. Yeah, you're not gonna live movies, but you can live movies. Say that. Yeah. And that is one of my best friends. He's a Spurs cunt. Yeah. Not watching Arsenal Women's UEFA. I can't win. I can't win. I leave it to a vote. I say the women's thing, Liverpool Spurs, Nottingham Forest City. I leave it to the vote. I look at the vote. You lot vote. I pick the game and people are complaining. Respect. Respect. It's a bit of a joke, but I'm projecting a bit. I can't win, Abel, man. Fucking hell, man. That's why you lot got to look at the YouTube community tabs and whatnot. Because I've only got 2 eyes. Jack Grealish. I actually wanted to watch Liverpool Spurs, but then I thought about this one there. It's semi-finals, isn't it? Like, there's more high stakes. 3 games to the Champions League, and man are talking about how you don't think we can win anything. Get out of here, man. Even the most negative Arsenal fans are optimistic about our chances. Wait, you should have watched the World Endurance Championship 6-hour race at Aloma. Endurance, what? Like, you just run for time? Well, man, with Wales. Hey, Del, let me not say a name. Man, in Wales, he's one of them friends, though. He's one of them friends. I got 2 friends like that. Like, it shouldn't shock me. Just everywhere. Like, he could be in Somalia, Dubai, anywhere, bro. Like, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't surprise me. Forest are not on a damn thing. But you never know. Maybe they're getting stage fright. It's a long 90. They just need one opportunity. But that's where I think it would have went wrong. Because Nottingham Forest is their qualities. They've obviously got great attackers. But from what I see, they're very good defensively. Reflection of Nuno Espirito Santo's management. That's how he naturally is. They counter-attack and they're good. Ain't seen nothing with them on the ball. Not seen Ortega make a save. Seen Manchester City players and their backline have plenty of the ball. Kovacic is enjoying it. Right on cue there, gliding forward. The goal scorer, Rico Lewis, has found Nunes. It wouldn't surprise me if City get a second. Now, even City haven't really, bar the goal, haven't really done much in the final third. It's almost like they treat it like a Premier League match. Like if they had 2 important Champions League games and there's a Prem games sandwiched in between, get the win, don't do too much, keep it moving. And I always say, have no regrets. If you're not in Forest and the game ends like this and we assume that what's left of the game plays out exactly like this, you're going to have too many regrets. I don't want to sound like Roy Keane. Big him up, though. Kits aren't dirty. None of you are guaranteed to be in the semi-final necessarily again. Come on, Forest, man. Anderson, ref! Foul to free kick to Forest. If Liverpool win the league, United win Europa, and City win the FA Cup, and we don't win the Champions League, pardon me, it's dark. It's very, very dark. It's very dark. But you have to prepare yourself for that. Like Liverpool have won in my mind, Liverpool have won the league. Chelsea have won the Conference League. Liverpool are going to run the whole. Slot was here for 2 minutes and fair play. Chelsea, nobody cares about the Conference League apart from West Ham fans who are waffling. Hudson-Odoi, if you're not onside, you're shit, bro. Come on, bro. Ref, is that a pen? Come on, give us something. It's a good tackle. Does the offside flag come up? But yeah, Chelsea are going to run that gimmick about we're the only London club that's got all 3 trophies, which is true. They got 2 Champions Leagues. I'm sure they got 2 Europa Leagues, and they're going to add the conference. The flag stayed at Hudson-Odoi. That's poor, bro. The flag went up eventually. Come on, fam. Come on, fam. You've done so well this season. Come on, bro. And I must admit, I don't know why you haven't played for Ghana yet, man. Stop. The England team's dead. Maddison and Odegaard are both awful. Fair play, Shade, man. Fair play. But I'd rather Odegaard than Maddison, if I'm honest. It's the history of the Tottenham. Genuinely thought Forest would be more of a threat in this game. Shane, you're not alone. Make sure you're following Shane Gooner's YouTube channel, by the way. Same. At least make a meal of it. Like, all you can have is, like, obviously, this ain't one I would, if I was Nuno, this ain't, it's City, respect them and all that, but it's not the City that it's been of a number of years. 2, have no regrets. Some of you, like, if Forest get to another FA Cup semi-final or final next season, some of you starting or playing some point in this game, you might not be there. And make it difficult. Play for the name on the back of your shirt, but also the fans that have travelled from God knows where. I wonder if Eddie's watching this. This is his club now. Kovacic. I mean, I love Kovacic as a football player, innit? The only thing he can't do is tackle and pass the ball in that moment, but he's a baller. I will say, slowly, but it's still not good enough. But Forest are growing in a bit of confidence. They're actually starting to play. We've actually seen their back line go further up the pitch, and likewise, City drop a bit deeper. That wasn't necessarily the case. Danilo, Arsenal fans were waxing lyrical about how good you were for our would be for our team. I ain't seen nothing. Hudson-Odoi on this right-hand side. They need a Langer. I joke, man. Hudson-Odoi, double-barrel name for no reason. Double-barrel name for no reason. Dead. It's dead. It's dead. It's too predictable, man. He runs in a straight line, bro. It's meaty. Come on, fam. You got City players tackling themselves. I do like the fact that Morgan Gibbs White is hot-headed. I actually don't want either of these teams to win. Harsh, man. DG, have you ever watched hockey? It's the NHL playoffs right now. It's violent hockey. I live in Canada. My team didn't qualify this year. We sucked. Big up the Canadians, man. I can't say I've sat down and watched hockey. It's been ambience, and I've seen highlights, and I do like the fact that they give them the chance to fight. That's one thing I wouldn't play. Obviously, I can't play, but I wouldn't play. I can roller skate, well, ice skate, but nah, I wouldn't. Might pre it though. Might pre it. When Eubank Jr. getting out the car, he's the coldest. He's the coldest. He's what I call ghetto fabulous. Like, he's cold, man. He is cold. Seeing Eubank Senior rock up alongside Junior was the best thing of the night. But yeah, they better watch out, dreadlocks. And I like that, man, because I don't know. Because on one hand, obviously these men are boxers. They're basically it's WWE. They all know how to sell fights. I very much doubt on one hand that his dad was never going to be there, and the beef was as mad as it sounded. I think it was all orchestrated. But then, like, after the fight, Eubank was like, I didn't know my dad was going to be here. Now, if I assume you're telling the truth, you know, you got an important fight. My man's got his dad in the corner. We all know the premise of what sells this fight with the two sons and what the dads did. Must have given him an extra prep in his step, man. And we all know about, unfortunately, his brother Sebastian dying, RIP. Savio's had a shot that's blocked. Come on, Forest, man. Nuno, you need to, come on, pattern them up, man. This is horrible, bro. DG, I rate these boxes. Crawford, Javonte Davies, Canelo, Usyk, Dubois. Dubois, West Indies, rate your thing. Crawford, baller. I might say baller boxer. Javonte Davies, Canelo, 100%. Usyk, yeah. Road to 70k, smash the like, people, and sub all people. I appreciate that. The way things are going, there's a very good chance Spurs finish 17th this season. They're lucky that all of last year's promoted teams are relegated already. Overly lucky. It would have been lovely to see Spurs go down. I actually wouldn't want United to get relegated. Spurs, I want you lot in League One. We're winning this UCL, bro. F all the noise. I don't know what's going on. How do you win? I don't know. What is UCL? I don't know. I just watch Arsenal week in, week out. I don't even know half the time what competition we're in. I don't know, man. Winning is waking up every day trying to be better. But from what I hear, and if Arsenal are in the semi-finals against Paris Saint-Germain, put your best foot forward. And I mean, for next season, I mean, Partey suspended, Jorginho injured, Marino, whether he's going to play up front or go into midfield because of the things we just spoke about, to not have them free. What the hell are we going to do in midfield? Do you put Lewis Skelly and then Tierney? I don't think that is going to happen. I don't think Tierney's going to start. I don't think Lewis Skelly's organically going to start in midfield. Do you put Zinchenko in there and then Lewis Skelly as well, in which you're betting on Zinchenko to stand up to be counted? Do you move Odegaard? And then you're indirectly going to have to move Rice. There's a lot of moving parts. I mean, Arteta and Arsenal are just going to have to hold that and make it happen regardless, man. Javonte's a cherry picker and he should have lost last fight. Hey, man, I don't really rate his thing. What a day today. United gained some points just because Bournemouth mistakes and now Spurs are losing. Now we just have to concentrate on the UCL and bag it. Facts. Eubank is the realist, getting his flowers now. Hudson-Odoi only surpassed Saka on the motorway to sign for Notts. Cobham can't touch Halen. I big up Top Blue. Tottenham are the maddest bottlers, bro. 3-1. It can't be 3-1. Last time I checked, some of you said Solanke made Spurs take the lead. Diaz equalized. McAllister scored a banger. I can't even verify if it's a banger. Is it 3-1? Let me refresh this. Like, these men are shit, fam. It is. Everywhere they go. These men are shit, bro. Well, congrats on the title, Liverpool. Jack Grealish. Kovacic. Diaz. Salvio doesn't get it. Oh, Nunes. Oh, he's skilling up himself. Dropped on the floor, doing too much, feeling yourself. Elliot Anderson, that's good defensive work. Oh, and where's his teammates? Shout out Marilo. Poor clearance, Marilo, but at least you're showing some effing courage. My club is beautiful. Spurs really thought they could spoil our day. It's in the script, man. We're going to win it. 2 bullet headers from Marino incoming. Kivio to lock up Dembele. Rice to lock up Vitayo. Believe, boys, believe. We need a Langa's pace. I'm not ready for us to not win the UCL unless it's against Inter. I'm not ready for fuck that. We need to move to all of them. I feel both teams don't deserve being the last 2 in this competition. You say that, but then at the same time, they've won the games, innit? So what does it say about everyone else? Just sort of worried. If we play PSG with Rice, our only fit midfielder, hopefully things work out. And it's one thing what the hell our midfield is going to be. It's another thing if we need to change things in the 90 minutes. I mean, we've seen Zinchenko get some level of minutes in midfield in this second half of the season. Lewis Skelly the same. Arteta's going to have to hold that, really. Salvio. It's almost like playground football at one point. Good strength by Salvio. He's still got the ball. Danilo's intercepted. He's rubbish. They're racing cars for 6 hours in San Marino. It's a bit boring. All that car racing stuff is not really me, man. It's like Formula One. Shout out Formula One, but it's dead. Rev. I do like Elliot Anderson, man. He's got a bit of a chip on his shoulder in a positive way. There's only a couple of Nottingham Forest players that are showing a bit of fight, man. Like, I'll be honest, it's not in a negative way. I think players are hiding, man. Diaz. Gotta go home to Ortega. At least we finally seen Ortega in some capacity. It's too much space. And then there's gaps because Forest aren't committing to pressing. It's couple players pressing. City beat the press. And then there's just gaps. And that is where City are in their strengths. As you can see here, just moving it from back to front. Marilo's done well. And to be fair, Morgan gives White the same. Apologies, Dominguez. Hudson-Odoi on this left-hand side. Take off the number 14 as well, man. I don't know if number 14 at Forest holds weight. Again, forgive me, but take it off, man. At least it's a bit better from Forest, but you're just not good enough. Morgan gives White, I rate that. And you got Kovacic mopping up. Better from Forest, still not substantially good enough. Gakpo with 16 goals this season. Must be nice having a player in double figures, man. Man said, go on TalkSport. Tell them, man, and Simon Jordan that we're winning the UCL. We're winning this thing, DG. Don't even do the PR nonsense. McAllister Weldy, I'm hating right now. Let me see. Let me see on the good old Twitter app or X or whatever the hell they call it. Type in his name. Let me see this goal. He's got 5 goals and 4 assists in the league, 12 GA in all comps. Boy. Let me see it, man. Where's the videos? Liverpool fans should be all over this uploading this crap, man. Let's mute the tab. I want to see the goal for myself. I never took a touch, though. Congratulations, Liverpool. Congratulations, McAllister. Screamer, lad. Sun is shining at Anfield. Boy, if you employ Liverpool fans in any sort of working capacity, I don't think you're going to see any of them go into work. There's a good chance Declan moves back and Trossard and Odegaard may cut the midfield. Kind of like what Havertz was playing when he was signed last season. It'd be odd to move Marino back as he's scoring as a striker, but hey, Arteta knows what he's cooking. I think Marino's technically gone back into midfield already. He technically just goes into midfield as well when he's up front. And needs must that. In an ideal world, for me, I'd rather do the Trossard up front thing, Marino go into midfield. But then again, across 90 minutes, you might need to change things. Yeah, man, Tank is horrible, man. Tank's overrated. I like him, but come on. I might be gassing the Marino stuff, but positive energy, DG, law of attraction and all that, I hear it. You know what? That's what we got. I hear it. I do hear it. This whole season has felt like us just stuffing pieces around to put up a patched up side out. Yep. You know, we haven't been able to keep everyone fit. We haven't added enough bodies. This is why we're at where we're at. Crawford's cold, man. DG, you should watch the Arsenal women game. I should, man. At halftime, we'll go over and watch that. I need to get probably 3 TVs in it. Better entertainment than this. It probably is, man. It probably is. It probably is. But we're here regardless. We're here regardless. We're here regardless. Don't forget to smash the like button, folks. We're definitely gonna go over there. We're definitely gonna go over there. Should have watched Liverpool. Next time, I'm just listening to my instincts, man. Satin said Liverpool Spurs. Should have just watched that. Spurs' squad is horrible, bro. Man said Danzo, Spence, David. All right, Mr. Spence, behave yourself as well. Make sure you have a good game. Man laughed at Martinelli. To be fair, he's pocketed Martinelli a couple of times. But you saw what he did at the Bernabeu. Kovacic. This guy's a baller, man. Diaz. Dealing with Maya Jammer, and that must be nice, you know. They scored. City are such a rubbish team. Spend all this money and man still say the game is boring. To be fair, if I was a City fan, bro, what have we not done? I know this season is woeful, but our boring football has seen us do the treble, 100 odd points, win the league with no striker, bag of trophies, and transform the club, really. Matthias Tell, yeah, you signed for Spurs. You lost a friend in me. May you always think up the place. It is difficult joining the team in January. Chris Wood, bit of fortune there. Okay. Where's the options? Hey. Tolofo, go back. See, you're rubbish, man. Who are these guys? Forest. Who are these guys? This is horrible, man. This is actually horrible. There's no genuine belief when you're advancing forward. There's no support bodies. There's only been a minute of added on time, people. 115 rules broken for some boring football. Man, I'll be honest. I don't even care about that rule stuff, man. All these Premier League clubs are dirty. They're all breaking rules. Sometimes you got to do dirty things to live clean. Let's look through our history. We moved from south to north. We made sure we've never been relegated. We made sure certain teams were relegated once upon a time. Every team's done the dirty. I thought I saw a multiverse there because the camera panned to Nuno Espirito Santo, and then there was just like several bold people. It was like seeing Nuno Espirito Santo at several stages in his life. So yeah, that's the end of the first half. Lewis's goal in the second minute separates things. Let me switch the channel. Let's see. Please, Liverpool, Spurs, did you not kick off at the same time? Say no so we can watch this. Basically, Spurs are on course to have 18 defeats. Got your Tottenham back. Like, they are shit, bro. Imagine, this is why you can't blame Levy. 65 million on... Oh, my... Arsenal have made a lot of L's, but 65 million on Solanke, 50 million on Johnson. Johnson, you zanged yourself because your old team is playing at Wembley. It's like 100 odd million on those two. Throwing 50 million on Richarlison. Gravenbeck gliding. Too much. Enjoying it too much. Destiny and Doggy. Let's see what he does. Madison. Rubbish. Talk too much. Highlight of your season is actually from last year. Oh my God. Saka did the dart celebration. I believe I should be in the England squad for the Euros. Proper big time Charlie, isn't it? I feel for Jed Spence. I remember when he was at Forest in the Championship and beat us when we wore our cursed white kit. Jenny thought that he could come to Arsenal. The Spurs just had to buy. To be fair, I like Spence. I think he's been one of Spurs' more consistent and reliable players this season. And I like it extra because it took him a while to get an opportunity to actually effing play for them. You can only talk about us having cheated when the league was expanded to 22 teams. These man cheated yesterday. Cheating's cheating, bro. It is what it is. Like, I'm not trying to defend City. Just for me, I don't care, bro. Like, none of these things. The whole package of football. As I say, I'm a fan of the game first. The whole package of football's in the bin, bro. They all do the same thing. They all lack morality. It's us versus them, man. Oh, there's tennis on. Okay, the Liverpool game's ended. So, well, half time. So what's going on in tennis? What's going on in Madrid? Fritz against Bonzi. Bonzi's 2 sets up. If I can read rightly. I'm active. Oh, it's on Calais. Fair enough. Big up the ATP. God, I hate this City team. Like, my soul rejects them. I've got no problem with Pep Guardiola, his coaching staff, Manchester City as a club. But you see their players? I fucking hate them. I feel it's been brewing between Arsenal and City for a while now. You know, they used to smash us in and then pat us on the head. And now it's, oh my God, they don't attack. And we've seen in the last 2 games how heated it's been. I don't think we can say Pep's a fraud still. DG Scout Watch, the one guy that needs a move. Bro, Malik Fofana, I tweet about him every week. You saw his banger, in it. Quality, he's cold, man. Lyon got a couple players, man. France League has a couple of quote unquote wild cards. There's a couple at Strasbourg. I'd take a chance on. Chelsea got that Brazilian midfielder. I'll take a chance on Malik Fufan. I'll take a chance on Ryan Cherky. There's a couple talented players, man. Spurs have spent about 202.2 million in 5 years on a dead forward line, and they had Kane most of the time. Complete fraud. God strike me down if I'm lying. Promise I'll go untouched. How is Pep a fraud though? I'm not Pep Defense League. He got his babes back though, so it's peak. Do you know how peak it is for the league next season? Cold as well. Monaco got buried them, bro. That's why I find it funny. Everybody calls, not necessarily anyone here, but everybody says, "Oh, Farmers in Germany, Farmers League, Italy, Farmers League, this one, Farmers League," and then you want half of the players from them. Listen, I don't want to talk bad on Jules Graham, but Shane's bang on the money. He was taking dirty payments, man. It was dirty. And you remember, yeah, half of these players around that time were saying how they were underpaid. At the same time, he was doing the bandili. The game's the game. It's a dirty game. These managers do dirty things. Like managers, head of youth development, coaches, scouts, agents. One of my pet peeves, I don't understand why agents are demonized. They're just money grabbers. Okay. Their job is to get the best deal for their client and themselves. If clubs liked agents, there'd be an issue. Do you know how much money football clubs make? Like football clubs and those above football clubs, like the people who, control this game, that make the decisions to expand tournaments and all of that. I'd rather the players and the agents and everyone get peace. Barca paid the refs, couldn't win in Germany with Bayern because they weren't going to break rules for him. City got 115 going and are in court with the league. But can you blame Pep for that? You think Arsenal women beat Lyon? I hope they overturn it. Saint Etienne always have good players. Obviously, Chelsea bought a centre-back from Saint Etienne that you lot said was better than mine. I don't know who Fufana is. I know my boy Saliba's there. What other football's on? What channel is the women's game on? Big Lyon versus Arsenal women's. Why is it not on TV? Oh, we need to record that into Roma highlights. We're definitely watching that. Is it on YouTube? Because I know they stream the women's games on YouTube. It can't. Oh, hey, it is on TV. My bad. Come on, Arsenal. If anything, when it comes to the ladies' game, the Brazilians and the French, they're seriously good. Come on, Arsenal. What is it? Aye, speaking. Yes. Aye, they got a corner. Aye, ladies, the defending. Yo. Aye, we're winning. Aye, the men and the women are winning the champs. Is this how the men are moving? Or the galley are moving? Don't get ripped. Don't get ripped. Get there. Get there. Why we're acting? We're acting. I'm scared, man. I don't want to watch Arsenal, man. I'm scared. It's raising my blood pressure. Bring it home, ladies. We got this. And that one was nice. Allegedly. Slightly, we should have done a watch along for this, but you lot didn't vote for this. Oh, right, that's the old women's gaffer as well. The Lyon coach, my man. What's his name again? Mariso time. Ladies, 2 banks of 4. Stop going long, man. That's one of my pet peeves in football nowadays as well. I hate players that fucking lump it long. I've always hated that. Aaron Talks Arsenal, my guy. Make sure you're following his YouTube platform. Wednesday, we're there again. Get the lads there. Hopefully we're celebrating. Matter of fact, F all the fraudulent Chelsea shit to offshore accounts is the only way they won trophies. Bro, it don't matter how you do it. Just do it, innit? I'll be real. Because we were doing bookie things. Remember when we had the little Ivory Coast link, part couple players off in Belgium? At some point, you got to get your hands dirty to live clean, man. We just need one more goal, man, and we're lit. Come on, ladies, man. Wonder who bagged for us. Did you see Bundesliga YouTube where referees are recording the entire game from their perspective? That amount of transparency would help a lot with the Prem refereeing problem. It'd be lovely. It'd be lovely. It's needed, and I'm with that. Ian Wright looking sharp in his white blazer, absolute legend. Shout out Wrighty. I'm sure any Aluka won't be happy with that, but yeah, how stupid was she to draw out him? Of course, I think we can beat them, mate. We're Arsenal. We can do everything. We put our minds to it. But the Pep fraud comments is crazy. The game is gonna collapse if everyone cheats. Everyone's cheating already, bro. Everyone's cooking the books. Everyone's cheating, bro. Everyone's cheating. As much as I love my football club, I'm a fan of the game first. And when you start peeling the layers back, bro, none of these clubs are clean, bro. None of them do clean things. They're all the same. Some are doing more than others, but they're all doing F3s, man. Get your hands dirty to live clean. Okay. If I said the wrong thing, apologies, but I'm pretty sure I said live clean. But let's just listen, man. We aren't cooking the books, DG. Our books are available as a matter of public record. So every company that's on company's house has never cooked the book, right? Listen, Arsenal's my football club. I ain't shading them. But I think you need to take your Arsenal cap off and look at the whole game. Fair play, though. Every club's dirty. There's multiple stories of certain young players leaving our club. You know, let me not talk too much. Is the game back on? Forest versus City. Let me just leave it on that channel, man. But I'm not gonna, bro. I'm a football fan. I'm not an accountant, bro. I don't want to go war dub for war dub with you about accounts. Chelsea are definitely doing the banditti. If we cook the books a bit more, we might have had a striker. Amen. Amen. Just give me back football. Football's gone, bro. It's gone. It's the game that me, you, and everybody locked in, smash the like button, love, is finished. That it's gone. Like the game's gone. It's gone. On the pitch, in terms of the tactics and athletes and all of that, off it's gone, bro. It's gone. It's gone. It's gone. It's absolutely gone. And it's only gonna get worse. Unfortunately, we're never gonna have our game back. There's too much money and more money and greed. It's a madness. Right. Gakpo did the Kaka celebration. I belong to Jesus. Fair play. But Inter Milan are on one of their that just means Inter are gonna try win the champs in there. The last time Liverpool failed to win a Premier League match after leading by 2+ goals was in December 2016, 4-3 against Bournemouth. I think I remember that game. Fair enough. What other statistics have you got? Apparently, Spurs made 8 changes to their starting 11, the most they've ever made between 2 Premier League clubs. Same result, innit? Still got bopped. Shit, cunts. Flip it now. Barca could finish the season with 4 trophies. They won the Supercopa de España, Copa del Rey, currently top of La Liga, and they're in the Champions League semi-finals. Hansi Flick is doing his thing. Shout out Smith Rowe for bagging yesterday as well. DJ Aguero, Haaland. Sergio. I'll probably have Haaland in higher regards by the end of his career. And I think Sergio would always be the better player to me, but I just think Haaland, I'm not going to say Cristiano Ronaldo kind of statistics, but you've probably already broken bare goal scoring statistics. You're going to keep doing that. And as much as I don't think Haaland's the most pleasing striker to watch, it's nice in this day and age to just have a striker. Like Haaland's like a forward that should have been playing in, I guess, the 90s, early 2000s at a minimum. Now we're in a day and age where we all know you could score 20 league goals. People start saying you ain't got assists. How's your general play? Do you drop into midfield, etc., etc.? So it's nice to see Haaland, even though he's a bit of a twat. Ghana, appreciate you. Aguero fits Arsenal better. In this present day, Haaland still. Robots. Him and Saka, robots. You know Saka's getting mad numbers. Haaland's getting mad numbers. We've got 13 draws. Even if those 13 draws turned into, I don't know, 7 draws, where would we be? Because I think with Haaland, I think we win the 2 Brighton games. And I only say that because before the penalty incident with Saliba at their place, away at Brighton, we had bare chances. Either side of actually us having 10 or 11 men, especially the first 20 minutes against Brighton at the Emirates, we should have killed that game. I think Haaland scores a goal or 2. Maybe even Liverpool at the Emirates. I just think Haaland should have been playing when strikers' jobs was just to be a striker. At best, you might have a Dennis Bergkamp who plays up front in a 4-4-2, but we all know it's more. Assuming these are the 2 strikers, you got 2 strikers like traditional strikers, or you'd have a Bergkamp, which is like that, like the finger behind. Haaland would eat in that kind of system. So yeah, man, I can't accept the game's gone. I can, man, because I can't change it. Can't change it. This is our game. How effing dare they Sully, game is not gone. I'll rescue this. I hope, listen, no one will be more happier than me if you're able to rescue the game, broski. But myth. It's a myth, man. It's gone. It's only going to get worse, bro. Every week, every day or every game week, football changes. It's not what you fans of old and young, it's not reflected in us anymore. Like, to the point where I'm not saying like the people that work in football don't want to win, but I don't think they care as much. I don't think the people that own Spurs or own Arsenal or own City exception or own Chelsea or the vast majority of teams, I don't think they care like this. And even in England, we ain't got no real power. At least I look at Germany all the time. Like, they've got like proper fan groups and their clubs listen to the fans. Their fans make enough noise. Even a team like Bayern Munich that's got no real reason to make noise, they're listened to. We're not listened to. Because they know not that I have a season ticket, Alanga's coming on, by the way. If I give up my season ticket, bro, there's thousands of people that want to fight for that. That's the only time in today's day and age where you see clubs generally take action, when there's no bums on seats. And I hate to refer to football as a business, but it is. Haaland is a classic target man in a 2-man up top. Arsenal versus Lyon's 2-2 aggregate semi-final right now. Haaland is a throwback striker. I'm an eye test guy, but as a coach, I wouldn't have him dropping deep, lethal goal scorer, leave him up top and have him roam in the box. And that's one thing that's annoying about football, yeah. Obviously, you have to give and take, innit? And I do think Haaland's improved his general play as much as he can, a tiny bit. But then also, Pep's got to accept, man, for what he is. Like, you're not them pretty strikers. Give him a chance. He's going to bag. Let him run into space, do his thing. Every club's been doing dodgy business, even Arsenal. When you see all those loans by them getting from their owners, yeah, bro, you get it. The Cronkies. The game is the game, bro. Like, it is what it is. And I do think we're too much on this gentleman thing. Unfortunately, I'm not saying this right, but in this life, nice guys finish last. Even myself, like in my little industry, like the minute I stop playing by the rules, quote unquote, kind of got somewhere, if that makes sense. Like, unfortunately, I wish life was fair, but when you play by the rules and do things by the book, you don't get anywhere, you know? And I think that's the same in all premises of life. Whenever there's an amount of money, as there is in football, there'll be corruption. It's unavoidable. And again, the game's gone. You know, Nottingham Forest and Man City are playing each other right now, right? And it's clearly well supported. Bare Man City fans, bare Nottingham Forest fans. But imagine there's probably fans that have been going Nottingham Forest more years than, or City, more years than I've been alive. Probably 40, 50 years they've been supporting the club up and down the country, going back to when City were at Main Road. How much money do you want to bet? Yeah, as much as there's bare fans there and whatnot, how much money do you want to bet there was fans like that that were more than willing, that wanted to be there, that have probably even followed Nottingham Forest in all the games coming up to this point, couldn't get a ticket? How much money do you want to bet half of these tickets whenever it happens? Even Arsenal, Real Madrid, bro. How many people that, you know, these executive dons, they got in all the tickets, they distribute it to their people. Them, it is what it is. This is football now, unfortunately, like, and it's only gonna get worse. Stan cannot directly run Arsenal due to NFL rules. That's why Josh Kroenke is in charge of his sports teams that aren't the LA Rams. Josh, I like you. Make sure we do things. Real talk, playing by the rules is how man fall behind in life. It's sad, bro. It's sad, bro. It's actually sad. That's not saying break the rules, but you've got to exploit them, bro. Like, one thing, like, especially in this media industry, one thing that I started changing is, like, for example, the platform you lot boy me about being on, or banter me about being on. When I spoke to people, quote unquote, at a low level, weren't getting the information I needed to get. So I thought, okay, let me think about this logically. Who's the decision makers? Who's the head honchos? How do I contact them? How do I speak to them? Boom. Like, through certain other experiences in my life, just applying that logic in a professional environment. Who makes the decisions? Let's do this thing. Unfortunately, in this life, you do need to be talented. You do need to be good at whatever you do. You do need to have something to offer. And I would say, crucially, when your chance comes, you need to be able to seize it. It's like Lewis Kelly. Whatever happened, I could find Alanga blood. Yeah, it's over for us, man. It should be 1-1. Hudson-Odoi has done brilliant down this left-hand side. He's put a very good ball in. Alanga, fam. Alanga, man, that's in good form. Fucking hell, Alanga, bro. How you missed the target in a game like this? You know what? If this was a normal Premier League game between these two, either at City's ground or at Forest's ground, I bet you any money that's 1-1. Yeah, but come on, bro. We're loaning it to ourselves. Football manager thing. It's cool though. Always executives always taking up space where they're not wanted, and that's it. And again, I can't be a hypocrite because if I was an executive, if life was fair, unfortunately, we would have a lot less. I don't want to be a hypocrite. If I was an executive, I don't know, at Arsenal, and it's Arsenal, Real Madrid, and it's within my case. Obviously, everybody, let's just assume all my friends and family and people, they all know my role. They're all gonna shout me for tickets, and respectfully, if it's within my power, I'm gonna get all of them. We're all gonna do that. We're gonna get all our friends and family tickets and whatnot. And we've got to remember, these don't have to keep sponsors and other high-ranking dons sweet. They're gonna do that. The women are just inching closer to a second. Come on, ladies. When Stan Kroenke purchased the Rams, he had to transfer ownership of the Colorado Avalanche and Denver Nuggets to family members to comply with the former cross ownership rule. City not competing for the league this season has done the FA a favor. The need to dock points is easy to overlook this year. I don't think there's any real, and again, naturally, I'm pessimistic, but I don't think there's any realistic. Anyone that thinks there's going to be points deductions and relegations and stripping of trophies, City have been fighting this for a while. Logically speaking, yeah. If you're Man City and you have done all of this and you've cooked the books and that, and bearing in mind their owners are loaded, if you're willing to spend 100 million on Grealish, are you not willing to spend probably hundreds of thousands of pounds on the best QCs and legal teams in the world and have several of them fighting this? And they're all in cahoots anyways, man. Like, they all know, they're all part of that circle. The people prosecuting City, the City people fighting it, the judges, the kids probably all go to the same school, same private school, all that kind of stuff. It's all a fix, man. It's all a shag. It's all a shag. Everything in this life is a fix. We spoke about award shows yesterday. It's all a fix, man. Do you know how many? All of this thing is rigged, you know? It's all rigged. It's all rigged. So do you cry about it, or do you recognize that it's rigged and try and learn how to rig it for yourself? I don't know. But that's what annoys me in life. I know plenty of talented people that work hard, do everything by the book, and for one reason or another, they're not provided certain opportunities, man. But people that don't, and I'm not saying you have to be a scumbag or nothing, but people that don't play by the rules, they get places, bro. You see it on certain YouTube platforms, bro. There's bare nepotism or whatever it is, Nepo babies or whatever. Salvio gets past Murillo, goal scorer Rico Lewis. I don't know if he tried to cross that, but it was saved by the Forest keeper anyways. Salvio, Nunes, this could get ugly. Ugly, big save. It could get ugly. Somehow, how on God's green earth has that not gotten in? City appealing, saying it went in. I don't think that crossed the line. Nottingham Forest, it could get very ugly. It's just a feature of humanity, bro. Unfortunately, and again, as much as it's jarring and all that, put yourself in your shoes. If you are, I don't know if you're in some sort of job where you can make you're a high-ranking profession at any media publication, ITV, BBC, Sky Sports, whatever have you, or a football club, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, can't say Spurs, they're not a top establishment, or whatever, and your best mate's son has ambitions to work in a certain thing. Obviously, you're gonna be like, yo, let me make 2 phone calls, boom, boom, boom. You're gonna get there. You're going to do that, and I think it's a bit, because nobody really likes the nepo babies, but we'd all do it. 2-0. 2-0, 2-0. As an Arsenal fan, that was a serious set piece. Guardiola, bang on the money. Hey, Forest, you're done now. It's over, man. Manchester City 2, Forest 0. And again, football is decided in fine margins and at both ends. And as soon as the second half kicked off, Alanga missed a sitter. Football is all about momentum and all that. I wonder what sort of game we'd be in. It's a fantastic corner. Marmoush is on the money, bro. It's a serious header from Guardiola. It's terrible zonal marking, man marking, anything you've got to say marking. It's horrible from Forest. Keepers at 6s and 7s. By the time Guardiola's actually headed it in and celebrating, all the Forest players are flat-footed, like, what's going on? And for a team like Forest that are very good defensively, stage fright today. A difficult task for Forest has just become 20 times harder. wife for that. But yeah, Pete. If I could get my family into high-paying jobs off the back of some nepo antics, I'd probably do it. The only thing is, I don't know if they do it for me. Trust. Football has always been jobs for the lads. It's all jobs for the lads, bro. The media is the same people. Football world is the same people because naturally, people, you got to break it down. People, like, it's a small world. It's a small world. People are gonna shout the people they know. They're more trusting of that. Like, let's just say at old Sky Sports, I need a pundit. I speak to my brethren. Oh, have you got anyone? Oh, yeah, Joe Blogs, he's there. Boom. A lot of people don't know people. You're not in that circle. How do you get in that circle? How do you get in the rooms? I think that's it. And I'll be honest. I kind of deep that last year. Like, yeah, it's all talent, but it don't even matter. Even if you fake your way to get in a room, even if you say your work, like if it was a banqueting event and you come dressed in black and you pretend to be, I don't know what you call it, but the people who are serving canapes and that, you just have to get in the rooms. Then once you get there, it's like it's almost like a football manager saying, all right, you're gonna start. You're now about to play. Are you gonna take advantage of it and get the fans making chants about you? You just gotta be in the room, man. By hook or by crook, you got to. And then make it work. Obviously, at the same time, you can't just be there with your hand out. You need to have something to bring to the table. And I can't lie, you got to have this almost deluded belief that you're going to make it as well, you know, in anything you do, man. Well, when it's us teams want to defend corners properly, yet they don't want to defend other PL teams, you're right. You're right. A lot of the time, it's not what you know, it's who you know. I'd say 98% of the time, bro. You can hate the game, but if you were the player, you'd do the same. You can't hate the player, hate the game, man. Just find a way to work it. It's unfortunate. The panel is empowered to do whatever they feel necessary, DG. They have the power to strip titles and relegate them if they want to. But I agree, it's Nepo babies rubbing each other's back. Yeah, so yeah, that's what I mean. So then either way, Lewis, it's not going to happen, innit? It ain't going to happen. As long as money is flooding into the league, they don't care at the end of the day. Exactly. And when you flip it with the Premier League, I'm not saying it's wrong or right. But if City are found guilty and all of this stuff, yeah, would the Premier League want to relegate City? You could say, yeah, it sets a precedent, right? It's right, wrong is wrong, but would they? City's been the best team for however many years. You know, the whole Arsenal City shenanigans, the Liverpool City shenanigans, what Pep has bullied the league. It adds to the competitiveness. Would they want, from a product point of view, you're losing a star of the show. Would they want to relegate them? Even if they could, they had the powers, and some people would say they should. Would they want to? I don't know. Good hold-up play by Chris Wood. He's by himself. I personally think he should have made a meal of that. Yeah, Forest, this is horrible, man. You don't want it enough. Bro, City will spend 100 million on lawyers. Man said 100K like that. Like what? City buy all the lawyers, even the Prem lawyers. Whatever the fee is. Either way, substantial funds. It could have been 3-0. Grealish concedes a foul. I don't think that was intentional. I think that's a harsh yellow card. Morgan Gibbs White, I think, caught one on the head. I got tickets to the FIFA World Cup for free because I had a cousin in the national squad back in 2010. Big up yourself. You never said that before. But again, the game's the game, you see? The game is the game. You just have to hope they're too scared of people turning out of the Premier League. But they wouldn't, though. Most of the next generation of fans are City fans, bro. They're not getting relegated. There you have that. The Prem has zero interest. So then it's tired then, bro. Then this for me, this is why it's all redundant. Like, it's all redundant. The Premier League, the PGMOL, the Sky Sports and all of that, they're all in this together, bro. That's why they're not gonna dig each other out when a ref's crazy. You gotta remember, these are all control the narrative as well. And let's be honest, the majority of people in life, like with football, are not active thinkers. We saw that with Brexit. Now, there was legitimate reasons to vote for Brexit or vote against it, right? But what was it pandered out? People were looking at economic reasons and all that, but what was the big thing being pandered out? Immigrants, this, that, and the third. And many people just ran with whatever was being said. And then look, the man that promised you it cut out. So if we look at that example to society in football, it's not going to change. People are sheep, bro. Serie A isn't counting their money in pounds. It's different in England. We just don't like them. I think if City were in Serie A, they would. Juventus are huge and they hit them hard. Yeah, they clamped down on them, man. Clamped down on them many a year ago. Be nice if they do the same to Barca, you know, give us our trophy from 2006. So yeah, man. Crazy. It will always be swept on. It will all be swept under the carpet anyways. Exactly. Because people just get on with it. People might have a day of protesting, etc. It's like even if the Super League thing happened, they still would have done it. Like eventually, there's only so much screaming and shouting. It's like with the whole Cronky protest. I'm not saying people shouldn't protest anything. You can do what you want. I'm definitely not saying I have all the answers. But if I put myself in Stan Kroenke's shoes, end of the day, I own Arsenal Football Club. You lot can scream and shout. Bear in mind, in their defense, you lot don't know everything. You lot can scream and shout. Let's just assume I'm at the Emirates in the stadium I own, in the nice chairs, 200th floor, whatever. I look out my window. People are saying Kroenke out. They have to go home soon. They have to go home eventually. You know, some people are parents. They have to go home and look after their kids. They're going to be there every day. And if I don't like it, I could just turn up my speakers and close my windows and I don't hear it anymore. So it's how far does it go? And that goes for society, protesting for the sake of protesting. And again, I don't have all the answers. It don't really do anything. You might feel good, scream and stomp, you know, you make it be known. But what does protesting really stop? Did it really stop the Super League? Because the Premier League, the Champions League new expanded is basically that. And maybe they just tested the water. Society's not ready for this. Let's pull it back a bit. They're coming back with that. But football is going to get dark. I genuinely think before I die, I'm going to see a North London derby in Saudi Arabia. I'm going to see Premier League kickoff in America. I'm going to see more teams in the Prem. I'm just going to see bare stuff. Bare stuff. So, yeah. It's 2-0 to City. Have Liverpool stopped scoring? Proper in party mode, man. I wonder if they brought on the random kid yet. Seems based on the highlight, not even the highlights. It seems that based on the updated texts that you get of games, seems like Liverpool are probably trying to be too perfect, walking the ball into goal and then into the goal and that. Fair enough. CL, love the kit again. It's coming. North London derby in China, bro. It just makes sense. And from a business point of view, it makes sense. If I've got Fly Emirates and all these things, I'm going to leverage the Asian market. I am going to sign Asian players. Some might not even kick a ball for the club. You look at, so I bet you any money, yeah, bearing in mind, I've seen Man United, you know, they've had Ronaldo, Tevez, this one, that one, stars. Now, Ji-Sung Park was a good player, very good player, but he weren't a big name like that. I don't know how many shirts he sold in England, but I would love to see on a match day, in comparison to all the players at the time, how many shirts, again, on a match day, did Ji-Sung Park sell, and abroad, especially in the region of Asia and South Korea, because they treated like, bro, he's their David Beckham and whatnot. It's a bit like with Spurs. When they've had Kane and all of them guys throughout the years, obviously Kane be a big shirt seller. I bet you around the world, Son, especially at countries that have a strong Asian community, strong South Korean, community, much less South Korea, bro. You've got to do all these things. Ball into the box by Forest hasn't amounted to anything. Guardiola wants 20 years on the ball, hooks it clear. There's an air of complacency that is stinking in City, but I can't blame them because you're not being given anything to do. It's 3-2. We scored. Vamos. Park as well. But remember when I'm probably not, because even the South Koreans and Japanese probably forgot these guys were our club. But, you know, the Asanos, the Miyachis, I wonder how many shirts they sold. I wonder how much shirts Tomiyasu sells. You know, I know I'm exaggerating a bit, but Arsenal, there was a point, yeah, where we kept going, maybe like 2-3 years, we kept going for pre-season in America. We had Matt Turner, we had Austin. It makes sense to do all of that. Semi-finals at Wembley has contributed to the demise of the FA Cup. Expand on that. Spurs purchased some random under-21 Korean just to maintain their little market they've had since Son. And that's the thing. You know, if the player happens to be good, like Son's a baller and whatnot, and he's from a country that's going to follow them, it makes sense. Arsenal, it makes sense to continue with the Japanese thing. I almost find that a bit romantic in that you look at Arsenal, you've got former coach in Mikel Arteta managing us now. You've got the Emirates paid off by Wenger. Haaland, stars doing their thing. And I know he's only played 6 minutes of Premier League football, and I like him anyways, yeah. But Tomiyasu, legend. Big him up. Him as well. Probably weren't the kind of money. They're nearly 4 with Salah. Is Salah in my FPL team? I've fallen off in FPL, man. I've stopped caring about it for months, but it'd be nice to have a good week. Salah, come on, man. You don't take the day off. Where am I? 121st. I remember when I was second. She's tired, man. Isaac only got me 6 points. Dan Burns on my bench, and he got me 13. I ain't playing this next year, man. We play it with you lot. I still got my assistant manager, my wild card, and my free hit. Yeah, the season's almost done, man. It's time to take risks. Half-time, 2-1, Leon aggregate. Come on, one more half, and the women go to the finals. Thai can't even match the Japanese man when it comes to buying merch. Now, Young is a very promising talent. Needs another loan next season and bulk up a bit. Spurs' issue is they sign too many youths. I just think Spurs have been doing what they've been doing in that it's quite hit and miss. They tried to do the whole finding the English talents. Like they signed John Bostock, Dean Parrott. They didn't bang that time. They do too much of that. Any at QPR, the lad you got? You ain't used your chips. I played triple captain time ago. I played bench boost time ago. Marmoush, he sells big save. You know, I feel sorry for the Forest goalie. John Bostock, mad tick. DG, what you reckon with Matoma at Brighton when you tie into what you were saying with G-Son Park? Helps. Brighton buy ballers from all over, but it definitely helps. John Bostock, FM08 legend. He was a promising player as well. But Spurs have done that a while. They signed them little kind of players. They're trying it again. You know, he grabbed Archie Gray, who I actually rate. Couple of them. Semis at Wembley takes away from the finals being at Wembley. Semis used to be at Hillsborough Villa Park. Only the final should be at Wembley. You know what? Oh, wait, cut the track. How have City not put that in the ball, put the ball in the back of the net? Alanga's quick. Is he going to beat Grealish to that? Yeah. That's, you know what, Shane? I hear that, you know. I hear that. I actually hear that. That's a shout. It probably has. Yeah, it probably has. But moneymaker. Moneymaker. It would have been a moneymaker there, but yeah, moneymaker. No, he's right. Since Poch has been there, Spurs have spent 364. Yeah, there's no way I can say that on under 21 talent. That's Levy's thing. Buy low, attempt to sell high. Pick up yourself, bro. You know what's so crazy about Japanese? They buy all the merch. They're all like Thai, but they even more. I hear it, but that's another thing with football, bro. It just helps. And you got to remember, that's another thing. Like, you got to appeal to the foreign fan. Like, because I personally feel foreign fans are more likely. Foreign fans must spend more on a match day. I might be capping, and obviously it's all adjusted, you know, because if I'm just a normal Arsenal fan, I've got a fairly decent season ticket. My wife's got one. My kid's got one. Obviously, it's adjusted. But if you're coming to the country, like if you're coming from America, Asia, or whatever, you're going to make a holiday of it, innit? You're probably going to go all around London, buy things. You're probably going to go on a stadium tour at the Emirates or any club. Morgan, oi! Morgan Gibbs White, unlucky. A thunderous volley with his left pegs cracked the crossbar. Fuck. I'd have been better than Eze's one. Fine margins. Had that of went in. Keeper well and true. Oh, on another day, it probably clips the post and goes in. Had that of went in. Had Alangro scored his tap in. It's a different game. He caught that. Odegaard, you could learn something, you know, because he struck that volley with more venom than I've seen with your stronger foot. To the point where I even forgot what we was talking about. Oh, yeah, that's it. If you're a foreign fan, you're probably going to make a meal of it, innit? Because you're not like, you know, you don't see all the other stuff. Like, you might only see the Emirates, but you don't see all around the ground. You might not come again. You know, it's expensive. You might go on a season ticket tour. I mean, you might go on a stadium tour. I don't even know if there's tours of the training ground, but there might be that. You know, you're probably going to buy a decent amount of merch and whatnot and things like that. You're probably going to, you know, because you want to see what the English footballing experience is, isn't it? Like, you're going to probably buy a pint or 10 or whatever. You're going to do bare things. So, yeah, man. Elliot Anderson's down, all into the box. You can't expect City to put that out now, Forrest. I think that might be bad news for Elliot, you know. I think his night might be done, you know. He's moving very gingerly. He's doing this. I don't know. I think his day might be done, man. He's putting a shift. 4-1. Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Mo Salah. Mo Salah. PSG were selling more Lee Kang-in shirts than Mbappe last summer. There you have it. Mbappe, I'm sorry, Mitoma did do a dissertation on that. Please, I beg, bro, Berta, go sign this Matoma guy. Don't worry, I'll protect you from all the ops. To be fair to you, though, man, they're asking for they rejected 90 million from Saudi. So what are they gonna tell us? Matoma's a baller, but not even getting involved in that. It's just not gonna happen. Stranger things happen. Of course, I hope I'm wrong. Forest, man. If the Ineos Stanley Kroenke, bro, I am sitting pretty at SoFi Stadium, smoking cigars daily when I don't even smoke like that and count my money. Arsenal not a fixture. And the thing is, there's nothing you can do. There's absolutely nothing you can do. That's why, as much as I love Arsenal and I love football, I make sure I retract a bit because I look at the wider picture. Like, no matter how angry I get about my club, what I want for this club, at the end of the day, I can't change anything. Even if I think I could be wrong on the things I want to do, I can't change a damn thing. O'Reilly, Grealish can't get there. But nearly 5-1. Substitutions due for Nottingham Forest. Is it too little, too late? Probably. As I said, I mean, I've never been a Premier League manager. Obviously, just the FA Cup. I always say the one thing you want is to have no regrets, man. If you've given it your all, what more can you say? But the Forest players are gonna have too many regrets because you've not had to make City work for this at all. Standard there at the office. The only things you've done is you've hit the crossbar and literally early doors in the second half. It should be 2-1 at the minimum. Alanga's brought something. Chris Wood can't get there. Ortega, elite time wasting. Wow, one of my videos went live while we've been here. Fair enough. Spurs are dead, man. Well, they're not dying. They've been dead. They've been dead. They've been a corpse all season. And that's one thing I like. They're back to being shit. Kovacic. This guy's a baller, man. Bernardo Silva. Someone at least clamp Bernardo Silva at the very least. Good footballer. Shit human being. They haven't used the Kane money well, just like they didn't with the Bell money. I hear it. A couple of I remember when they used to, all the players they bought with the Bell money, they were all flops at one point. And I think like one or two kind of changed their fortunes. Kovacic, Guardiola. Probably one of the most underrated centre halves in the world. I forget that. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. You're so lucky. Curse of the commentator. Guardiola dilly-dally and he played a stray pass. Morgan Gibbs White tried to go around the keeper and he's gone for the far post and it's kissed the post and went wide. 3 big chances that will add to the what ifs for Nottingham Forest. Had that volley of went in, had that opportunity of went in. I would actually say that opportunity that some of you would have seen and I'm speaking about, and the tapping from Alanga, as poor as I think Forest have been, and City have been the better team, it probably is 4 goals. We're probably talking about potentially extra time. Boy, Spurs are embarrassing. Embarrassing and embarrassment. Spurs going to lose to Bodo Glimt. I think you mean wait and see. Amen. Please. We need that. There's no excuse for that. That will make me feel like, do you remember when we went out to the Europa League against Olympiacos? We've done some madness, you know, Arsenal. We've done madness. We've been part of madness, right, people? The cramps are now taking place. Espirito Santo going mad. Chris Wood coming off. To be fair, Wood ain't he's not fast like that, but they've not given him any service. Elliot Anderson's coming off, Sangare's coming on, Gundogan's coming on. Some of you lot remember he scored an FA Cup winner at this game. How long, ref? I don't think they're Nottingham Forest players. Sorry, people, man. I have to stretch out this hamstring. Grealish is coming off. I don't think they're Nottingham Forest players have truly believed they could win today. Be fair, Gundogan's looking fitter. He's looking slimmer. Not that I'm saying he's Gemma Collins, but he looks, when he returned to City, he looked a bit too chubby, in my opinion. Enjoying that good stunning food in Barca, a bit too much. Training in that. Well, under Hansi Flick, it probably is rigorous, but it's probably not as rigorous. Gundogan's the sort of lad to score, to be fair. My hamstrings are killing me. Being old sucks. Come on, Forest, man. Make it 2-1 and just make it a nervy ending. Feel a bit sorry for, what's his name? James McCaitry. Like, you surely could have got minutes in this. Ouch. Ref. Jesus, man. The things like smash the like button, man. The things I put my body through for you guys. It's why I sit in the bar, and it ain't for them. If Forest scores, City will wobble. Yeah, but the goal needs to cut. You got 20 minutes excluded added on time. The goal needs to arrive. And Doggy on goal. Best left back in the Prem, they said. Crazy. I hope it gets credited to Salah. I need those points, man. And Norway, you only turn up against Arsenal. This is the first time I've seen you play against a team that isn't Arsenal. I think you're like that. What's that Ukrainian lad at Everton? It's like I only ever see you play one game twice a season, and that's against us. And you typically have a blind of a game, across whatever season. I've got time for Kovacic. See, we need a midfield, but maybe not Kovacic for the tackling and that, but that's a midfielder we need, like that sort of profile conducting. Pardon me. It's been a training game for City, really. Savio cutting into his favoured left foot. Oh, it's behind Marmoush, Kovacic, Gundogan. He's going to float to the back post on the edge of the area. This is great play from City. You need to shoot O'Reilly. Too many touches. Savio goes for the shot. O'Reilly blocked. Surely offside. Don't know. I'm none the wiser. Is it a corner? Is it offside? Is the camera going to pan? I don't know what went on, but another good chance. 5-1 now. Die. Fireworks are being let off in the distance. Die. Sourced. Everywhere they go. Delicious Spurs tears. They probably ain't got no tears left. How long are you going to keep crying about a situation? Like, they know their shit. It's over with. It's ended up being a corner, so that was a good opportunity missed for City. Gundogan to deliver this in-swinging corner. That's a good corner. Where are the blue shirts? None of there. Forest have cleared. Is Gundogan onside? That's a bloody good ball out to Gundogan. It's helped it on to Marmoush. Gundogan. Marmoush. Fakes like he's going to cross. Oh, Marmoush does very well. Gundogan. It's too many touches, though. City enjoying this too much. Enjoying it way too much. They're trying to be too perfect. Absolute vomit stains. They're holding a battering. Anfield away ain't for everyone. All right, let me not talk too much because I hope my players are watching that. We can't go out like that regardless. I don't want to see that. Anfield's a nasty ground to go to. Very, very nasty ground for the away fans. Saying that, one of the best hate watches. There's actually a couple of great hate watches I've watched. I would say Atletico Madrid against Liverpool at Anfield a couple years ago. Barcelona against Chelsea, where Jogba was like, this is a fucking disgrace. Twice, Man United. Actually, 3 times against Man United. 2 in the Champions League against Barcelona and City doing the treble. There's some good hate watches. Spurs versus Liverpool in the Champions League final. I wouldn't say I've hated Madrid, but for the 90 minutes or the 180 minutes, great hate watch because there's too much talking. City 5-1 as well. Everywhere they go. Man said Arteta will never sign a striker better than his beloved crap Havertz. Reason is he's going for a crap on Conky Arteta out. All in caps. I do love YouTube, man. Fair play to Ange. No idea how he's made it this far in the game playing one style of football. He's brave, though. It's so brave. It's innovative. Everyone should do that. 9 men. He's so committed. Every fan base that wasn't Spurs said, yeah, go on then. Go on with yourself. Probably win at Anfield now that it means nothing. No pressure, Arsenal. Different beast. 15 minutes left, people. Barring a miracle, this is the end of the FA Cup run for Nottingham Forest. Alanga. The Man United fans probably like you to do something. Delivers. The idea was good. The execution was absolutely pony. Proper pony. Didn't make any sense doing that. Boy. Apparently, Mohamed Salah is now the 5th all-time top goal scorer in the Premier League. Alan Shearer is first, 206. I don't think anyone's going to beat Alan Shearer's records, You need to probably start bagging them in at like 18. Harry Kane's got 213. Wayne Rooney's got 208. Andy Cole has 187. Mohamed Salah has 185. To be fair to you, how long did Salah sign? A 2-year deal? In the next 2 years, he probably ends up third. Surely. You back him to get to he probably overtakes Wayne Rooney next season if he has a season like this. And then the year after next, probably Harry Kane's. Unless a miracle happens. 260 is a madness. Big up Alan Shearer. That's actually fucking ridiculous, you know. Actually ridiculous. You'd probably have to be a top English-based player that, as I said, starts bagging them in at 18, 19 and continues until whenever Alan Shearer stops kicking ball. It's ridiculous. These men have had 11 goals to Liverpool this season. You know, 11. One for every player on the pitch. Can't be a nice feeling as well. Well, I don't care, but if you're a Spurs player, like your team's in a rotten state, you took the lead again. Same old stories, really. Like Arsenal have done that a lot, but it feels like every week Spurs take the lead and then the game is very different. And now I get to go on Twitter and troll. Wait. It's Matthias Tell's birthday. And Romero's. Liverpool are nasty. Nasty work from Liverpool. Nasty work. Damn. We'll let it happen to me though. Spurs is under 18s or something on a trophy though. It's been a successful year. Marmoush is a baller. And Alan Shearer played for a crap team, legendary. When you're signing for Arsenal at 8 years of age, you aren't thinking you're going to be unemployed by your mid-30s. What are you referring to? Should be more for Shearer, but his goals don't count for Southampton as it was before the Prem officially started. That's also a factor. 5 birthday candles for them. Nasty work, mate. And for Romero especially, is he starting today? Imagine that, holding 5 and counting. Come on, Liverpool, make it 7. Don't get in party mode too much on your birthday. To be fair, Romero probably... to be fair, Romero's not there. He's on the bench. To be fair, though, Romero's clearly cutting at the end of this season. Like, for no reason in their last defeat, did he not say, I want to play in Spain? There's no point wasting time. And that's the issue where Spurs are at. Your 1-2 good players might think, you know what, this ain't it. And it's not it. It's Spurs, bro. The only attraction to Spurs, if I remove my non-biased, is they do play in Europe. They do, well, if you have to win the Europa League, you're not playing Europe next season. Pandemonium. They've hit the pot. It's a reactionary shot, but Forest have hit the post again. Morgan gives White. Ortega with some unorthodox save, but a save nonetheless. The only attraction Spurs have is typically, oh shit, Marmoush sent 2 men to the shop. Marmoush is by himself. Does he smell blood? Marmoush showed too much of it. Marilo's too strong for that. Said forget all of that. They do live the London aspect, Premier League wages. If you're a young player keen to, play, Spurs do have that. Other than that, there's no real attraction to want to play for Spurs. Arsenal's got a better project. City's got a better project. Chelsea's got a better project. Newcastle got a better project. Shit, Bournemouth, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, they've all got better projects based on this season. You're only going to go there, not like this, but the way Spurs are, it's like the early days of at the Emirates where you just got a bag of young players, just a bag of young players, and things are just going wrong. But the hella judge. The amount of times they're hitting the post, it's ridiculous. It's just not their day. And that's what's going to happen. When they're all showering and whatnot, that is what's going to happen. They're going to think about it. It's probably going to end up being 3-0. Phil Foden's coming on the pitch, Mr. Generational Talent. When the game's already wrapped up, will come and score and do his shit little gun celebration. And people will gas up the thing about how he needs to, have the team built around him for England. And Palmer can't start and put Saka left back and do all of this. DG, what's the point of Salvio and Doko and Marmoush clears both? Stronger squad, isn't it? 5-1 and Onslaught still barking instructions. I hear it, Gaffer. He's doing it for the clips, man. Tell Odegaard I want nice pictures for our guard of honor. Just tell him yourself, as you should. Everyone knows you're a guard of honor. You did what you lot did. You have been the best team. Everyone's behind you. Man down for Forest again. Spurs are shite. You got that right. Even if they win Europa League, it's over for Ange. To be fair, if I was Postecoglou, I might cut. If I win the Europa League, I'm cutting, bro. It's not gonna get any better. It's not gonna get any better. It paints over the season. I think I think Postecoglou has a lot of things he needs to fix off the back of him as a manager himself. Like, you need to be a bit more humble and be a bit more defensively sound. You're a bit stubborn. I do think you're a bit of a dickhead as well. You started off as a media darling, and you know, even when you used to say, "I just let the refs get on with it," now when you was benefiting, now you saw what these refs are on. You're not saying anything. There's a lot of problems that Postecoglou has to answer for, but the club, bro, like, you look at Jose Mourinho, Antonio Conte, two very good managers. When you think of them, you think of winning. Where's the one kind of blank mark on their CV where they've not won? What club sacks their manager on the eve of a cup final? Spurs is rotten and poison. And Levy only cares about Beyonce concerts, boxing matches like last night, etc., etc., which is music to my ears. 63 minutes and Salah is taking selfies with fans. DG put the fries in it, but no way Spurs are getting that. Because even if it was Arsenal, Salah respects our team. We're not going out like that. Post the link again, please. I don't know why it's not coming up on YouTube. No way. Can't be saying so. I don't know why it's not coming up on the YouTube community tab. I can't copy and paste from StreamYard. So please post that. Damn. Jeremy Docky. He wants flag kick to Liverpool. I swear he flag kicked to Liverpool player in their chest. 3 goals up after losing the first leg 2-1. Love that. Andrew, one love for that, my guy. I could take over from here. No wonder it's not coming up on YouTube. No, that's my fault. I need to go into the Twitch tab. Appreciate that. Let me mute it. Oh, they're boy in it. That's wavy though. They don't rate their thing at all. 63 minutes on the clock. Fuck, you know. Speaking of Liverpool, apparently Marca report, like a newspaper in Spain, is saying Real Madrid have called Jurgen Klopp twice to understand his intentions about his future. He always ends up at Real Madrid in Football Manager. Football Manager might be created by the Illuminati, man. Simultaneously, Florentino Perez and Carlo Ancelotti are to have a meeting in the next few hours. Xabi Alonso is awaiting the news. Carlo's being given his marching orders, clearly. They're taking the piss. Apparently, Everton fans trolled rivals Liverpool by selling blue flares and repackaging them in ultimate shithouse remove. I mean, you know what? Big them up. Liverpool is going to be a madness tonight. I can't lie. It is. It is. There's going to be a lot of kids 9 months from today called Mo, which they're probably every Mo's probably the. I bet Liverpool people that have kids in Liverpool, Mo's probably the biggest seller. However, no, it's not your day. It's not your day. It's not your day. I think that is a fantastic block, but another clear-cut opportunity for Nottingham Forest. It's not your day. Jose would have won that final as well. Worst sacking of it. It makes no sense. Bare secret society in football. 100%. Nothing's a coincidence. No one will convince me football's not fixed. As an Arsenal fan, it hurts to see Liverpool winning the title, but congrats to them, 100% well-deserved. Maxwell, I don't know how it could hurt because they've been better than us. Them winning the league indirectly has something to do with us and all the other teams, but it's not. They were the better men. We shot ourselves in the foot like the last 2 years. And we've known this, for me, October, but some people would say January. Some people would say the West Ham game at the Emirates, which I don't think is true. The league was lost a long time before that. The league was probably lost in the summer. Couldn't keep all our players fit. Didn't add. Marilo with a long ball forward. Is that a good knock? To be fair, Dominguez is fighting. To be fair, good persistence by Dominguez. I think that's a free kick, but, you know, decisions never go against Man City. Arteta better not signing Konku. Stop signing Chelsea's leftover scrap metal. You don't see Sterling. Performances are like stale bread. Sterling was horrible in it against Palace. I can't even defend it. Our team will watch Liverpool win the league and they'll take out their frustrations on PSG on Tuesday. Hold on. It's the only way to paper over this shit show of a season. Pure man going to be called Joe Salah Blogs. There's gonna be bad guys called Mo, like just Mo. Mo, there must be so many little kids called Mo. I know, it makes sense. I know someone called Thierry. Big up them. I don't. Well, I just have a feeling the women I'd probably end up with, they're not gonna let me name my kid after any footballer. You never know, though. I do like the name Thierry, or for the banter and the culture, Ronaldinho. Yeah, I'm silly, 100%. I'd love Marmoush, to be fair. Marilo. Come on, Forest, man. Fans have made the busy trip. Bearing in mind, it's Sunday. People got work tomorrow. People will get school kids ready, iron clothes when they get back to Nottingham. Kovacic. Gundogan. He actually looks a bit sharper, you know, Gundogan. He actually looks slimmer. Jeremy Doku. Beyblade. Kovacic. You see Yamal's post-match comments. Yep. Romero, the guy better than Saliba and Gabriel. They said Spurs have the best back line in the Prem. Their manager's innovative. Oh, here goes Forrest. Hudson-Odoi. How long if he fuck it up? Well, there's my answer. Alanga's pace sees him keep possession. It's back to Callum Hudson-Odoi. Take off the number 14, man. Morgan Gibbs-White. It's hit the post a couple times. So unfortunate. Can both the Arsenal teams make the finale this year of the Champions League? We hope so. I'll never forget. I read an article in the Echo, Liverpool-based newspaper, that Mo Salah decreased Islamophobia in Liverpool by over 200%. So you have kids named after him. It's kind of crazy. I mean, the romantic in me is happy that obviously is the case. You know, it doesn't really matter if you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, whatever, man, woman, black, white. If you're a nice person or a shit person, you should be judged accordingly. So I do like that. But on the other hand, that when I removed that, because football can be used for that, Kovacic coming off, when I removed that, it's a bit of a dickhead thing, really, isn't it? Like, you've had to see a footballer. And really, if you've had to see a footballer score a bunch of goals to think, you know what, Muslims are all right, you know? It's a bit crazy, ain't it, really? And, you know, what about the people that are not Mo Salah, that happen to be Muslim or look similar to Mo Salah? Or, you know, auntie's walking to the shop and she's got the hijab on. Like, if there was no Mo Salah, where's the change there? And, you know, one thing, and Liverpool Football Club and Everton, they reflect what Liverpool is as a city. Sorry, that like, it's a very rich cultural city. It's very rich where you actually look at the Windrush and all of that. There's a lot of good people. Like, obviously, when the whole racism with the Muslims was all going on, you were seeing a lot of like people that aren't of Islamic faith protecting the mosques and that. But just in society, there's probably still ignorant Donnies, bro. Like, there's probably still ignorant Donnies, bro. When Saka scores for England, Bear Man are happy. When he missed a penalty, you saw what happened. And that goes for all clubs, man. So it's sad, man. That's why I think he does the Xmas photo thing every year. We're going for 60 G Spurs-ish. We need 7, bro. We need 7. Spurs fan TV. It's going to be amazing. I don't know why this ain't coming up. What happened there? Am I here? It's a bit weird. Yellow. I'm seeing comments. If we win the Champions League somehow, would you say we had a better season than Liverpool solely on the status of the cups? On a shameless, 4 minutes of added on time. On a shameless thing, yeah. On a shameless thing, I would. We won the Champions, we won the Prem, but realistically, it's a good season for Liverpool within the context of the Premier League, because they, at best, people were putting them in top 4. They weren't talking about them winning the league. For us, no one was definitely talking about us winning the Champions League, so it is good. But for me, not really, because if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd be happy to win the league. Arnslot's first year, obviously farewell tour for Trent, won the league. Salah and Van Dijk committed their futures, optimism for what Slot can do. And next season, I'd be disappointed if I was a Liverpool fan that we're not in the FA Cup semi-finals, because obviously they went out to Plymouth, they lost the final. You know, Champions League, fair enough, it's PSG, but they probably reckon they could have done better. But it is what it is in that regard. So I wouldn't say the Premier League papers over any sort of season for Liverpool. But if I was a Liverpool fan, I'd think, what else could we have done? This is so cringy when City fans do this Poznan thing, you know, so cringy. So cringy. But anyways, we did that against them. But then obviously, if I'm an Arsenal fan, I'm happy we won the champs. And yeah, I could say, you know what, we were off the pace in the league. I'll hold that. We did get to two semi-finals. It would have been if we do win the Champions League. Lost to actually the winners in Newcastle, FA Cup. Crazy, it went to penalties. But I would still think with the champs, cool, great. Beyond my wildest dreams, that's the one I want. Like, generally, it's great, but it would just show me what we can do, because we've somehow won the Champions League, assuming we do that, and second and all that, with all the self-inflicted issues and the ref stuff. It would just make me think, what else? What would it have been like if we won the Champions League and Liverpool weren't, you know, if we done what we needed to do? You're not seeing Mo Salah 60th minute in a game, 4-1 up against Spurs, maybe because Spurs are shit, doing the selfies. This season just tells me what I said last year and the year before that. We shot ourselves in the foot. Take nothing away from City the last previous years. Take nothing away from Liverpool this year. But before I give them their praise, but before I look at Liverpool, what they're better than us at, and City, bro, I have to spend time at my football club. If we exhausted all our options and we were the best we could be, and we put our foot forward in the best possible way, then fair enough. But I think we shot ourselves in the foot. And I think this season we've somewhat winged it. Liverpool should have made it 6, trying to walk it in now. Probably enjoying it a bit too much. Corner kick to Nottingham Forest. It's here of Hudson-Odoi. It's a decent ball in. How? It's just not your day, Forest, bro. Arsenal women doing the business. Can we get Russo to play 9 on Tuesday? Bro, sign her up. Champs would be historic for us, right up there with the unbeaten season. But we ain't done the Champions League. But then when I remove the emotion and the excitement, it wouldn't make me suddenly think, oh, we've been amazing. Where you look at the trophies we've been in, or the 4 competitions, if there's anything close to faultlessness of our participation, it would be the Champions League. Like, we've been like, fair enough, we lost to Inter, dodgy penalty, we lost to Inter. I remember all of us a bit frustrated here when we drew to Atalanta. Obviously, we smoked Sporting, smacked in Real Madrid, you know, annihilated PSV. Been doing our thing. He's a baller still, Foxy. No way I can say his name, but yeah, we have to bring in more firepower. There's a lot of good players out there that we can get, hidden gems. Delap from Ipswich, David Neves. Yeah, Neves. I don't mind Delap, but I want Delap. If you go and get Gyökeres. Get Gyökeres and get your Liam Delap, Sesko, rotationary guy, mix and blend kind of guy. Or you do the opposite, where you get Ollie Watkins, who is 29, might give you 3 top seasons. Gyökeres bagging for fun, Ollie Watkins in the side. But I can't see us having, for example, like 2 strikers. Let's just, for this example, Gyökeres and Ollie Watkins. I don't see us having 2 strikers, and Nico Williams, a Martinelli, a Trossard, Kai Havertz and Mikel Merino, who can both play up there. And I've put Martinelli as well. And anything else the gaffer wants to do. Wanyeri, mixing, blending, long-term, probably going to end up in Odegaard's role. Maybe could even be at 8. The gaffer speaks about him being a striker. Realistically, in the next year or so, you never know. But in fact, just for what's left of the season, we'll keep it simple. Wanyeri is the game's done, by the way. Wanyeri's thing is obviously the right wing. And you can't rule out him having a future as an out-and-out right winger, to which obviously it sparks the question out of him and Saka, what's going to happen. Let's switch over to Liverpool. Well, I don't care about Liverpool winning the league, but anyone that wants to thump in Spurs, friends of me. Johnny Heitinga is the most shameless individual. You're Everton done. Tottenham get battered everywhere they go. Everywhere they go. Liverpool are the champions. Congratulations to Liverpool. You can see the celebrations. First thing, big up Arne Slot. First season doing your thing. And you can see the Liverpool players enjoying it. Wrapped up the title. They're not even celebrating too tough. You have won bare things. Fair enough. Congratulations, Liverpool. They've been better than everyone. The champions. I wish this was us, but they didn't do enough. Oh, Endo. Fucking hell, where you been? Surprised the Liverpool players ain't doing pitch invasion and that. Surely, with them being 1 point, surely the trophy's at Anfield. Well, Chiesa has been there for 2 minutes and picked up a title. Why is that Liverpool guy crying? Well, at least if Spurs hurry up, have a shower and get the hell out of there, they could beat traffic. Well, to be fair, Liverpool probably you're not getting out of Merseyside anytime. You're not getting out. The streets are crowded. I'm just assuming the stadium. Big them up. We should get Victor in the lap. We're not getting no Gyökeres, man. Gyökeres. We're not getting no Osimhen. I just think he's going Saudi personally. Fourth goal, DG. Come on. Pick up the ladies, man. It's annoying because it feels like we're so close yet so far. This year, undoubtedly, we are so far. But and the real work starts now for Liverpool, I guess, because you're at the pinnacle. How do you stay there? Like Arne Slot set good expectations. One thing that I think goes over people's brains a lot is the fact that the owners of Liverpool did a new manager very day. They didn't bring no one in the summer. You know, they kept everyone fit and whatnot. There's speculation over a lot of players. Obviously, Van Dijk and Salah is not the case. I don't know if Trent Alexander-Arnold in any post-match interview is going to give some inkling into what's going on with him, which probably he knows. Liverpool probably know. Don't know for his teammates, but they probably know. It's forcing it, but there is some level of speculation over Alisson. They got another keeper coming in. I think that Alisson will stay for another year. They'll have their Czech Courtois kind of thing, and then something will happen there. Canate, there's speculation. Darwin Núñez, Diaz, there's speculation. You never know, man. But good times. I really didn't want City to win this. Neither did I, but Forest couldn't have wanted to make the City lose with that performance. The lap is Everton levels. You man need to wake up. Let that brother go West Ham where he belongs, or at least don't stop Chelsea from wasting another 18 months on a hyped young player. Bit harsh. At least we get a Spursy slapping. Spursy slapping, though, it's a bit of a muted one for me because Liverpool won the league a long time ago in my mind. And Spurs have been shit for time. Like, what's that? 17 or so defeats going into this game. Or what, 16, 17. As much as I hate Spurs and it's enjoyable, this is tiresome. It's tired. Like, we're used to this now. It's no fun anymore. Like, they're just shit. Boy. Everywhere they go. Boy. Welcome. You should be a scout, Foxy. Shame City won. I don't think I'm happy for my son. He's going to probably be unbearable. Absolutely unbearable. Look. Speaking of Liverpool fans, I don't even troll Liverpool. And now they're flooding in. Fair play. Fair play. The group chat's going off. I like the lap more than Gyökeres, but neither can play in a heavily possession-based team. Really? They should be unbearable, man. Because I'd be. Lord, not Arsenal fans were unbearable after winning a quarterfinals against Real Madrid. Imagine we actually get our hands on silverware. 19 losses for them lot this season. Crazy. We lost the league the second we decided our forward line only needed Raheem. Raheem the dream. It became a nightmare. I hate Liverpool, but they did well. Shame City won because I don't think Palace can beat them. I hope I'm wrong. Stranger things have happened, my boy. Arne Slot has made a mockery of the process. He just came in and unlocked a group of players. They play with freedom. Arteta must quit micromanaging and let these boys play. But I'll only believe Arsenal are going to win a Prem when I actually see them kind of doing what Liverpool just done on TV. Got to get things over the line, man. Got to get things over the line. Or you end up like this. Hopefully the Champions League can, in a positive way, paper over our domestic campaign, really. And I say domestic, the Premier League, the FA Cup, and the League Cup, if I'm completely honest with you. On that note, though, what's the point wasting you lot's time, man? Thank you very much for tuning in with the guy. Don't forget, man, there's always live streams and all that. So subscribe, turn on notification bells, follow on all the platforms. Links are in the description. Stay safe, stay blessed. There's always just that accurate red line, defending. I think it's like